Right.
Okay, so our intrepid heroes have all arrived at Uthdark's Hold, and you guys have all, over the course of the last episode, gathered together, met one another, received your mission. Would anyone like to summarize the mission that they, so far as you know it? Handing it over to one of you guys.
You go ahead, James.
Yeah, I guess I got to get used to this, right? So, okay, so we're on a perilous journey to save a bunch of clerics and retrieve the gate axe from the city of Kinhold.
That's right.
And so we decided for some strange reason that we want to go to the worst possible route, the one that goes right by the DERRO city, and that's the way we're doing it.
Somebody loves caves.
Right. So, there's any last requests to change course? I mean, you haven't left the city yet, so it's you're still.
No, I'm down.
You're
Let's
good.
do this.
Why not?
Very good. So I posted some maps of the Underdark, probably a few of them because I kept updating them. So you might have seen those as well. That will give you some clue of what's going on.
So the Underlock is like its own cave network then? It's like a whole separate thing then?
Yeah, the Underlock is one enormous cavern. It's an enormous cavern. It's got a sea inside it, basically. A massive lake, at least. Whether or not you consider it a sea. It's a small sea or a large lake. And very few people know very much about it because not many people have been there, certainly not many dwarves. Dwarves try and avoid the place. It's often hard to get past the forge gate to the Underlock because the forge gate has been taken over by Haegra as far as anybody's concerned. And that's an ancient giant forge built by stone giants. So you'll find there's a lot of leftover stone giant relics and things littered about this level of the Underdark, which you are kind of somewhat aware of. All right, so you all went to bed at the end of the last episode, if I'm not wrong, and you wake up the next morning. In fact, I think you may have even gotten up and had breakfast, if I'm not completely.
I believe we were going to meet at the dining room for breakfast.
Right. Okay, so in the distance, as you can hear, there are the sounds of hammers on forges and so on. The forges are the heart of the city, but those of you who have been here before will realize that the forges are much quieter than they ever used to be. I'm actually going to turn that music off right now because it's beginning to bug me. So yeah, the forges have gone much quieter than they've ever been before, and you come into the dining hall, and it's lit up with the at the end of the room is a huge roaring fireplace, and there are a few younger dwarves, bringing out food and things, and they're wearing their clerical robes and what have you, and to them it's a privilege to serve you at present. And they've laid out these big tables with food. And Gom is there, and he says, so, you're still keen to do this job? You're prepared to go?
Aye.
Boy, we're definitely ready to go. Let's get the party started.
You have everything you need then?
Oh, aye, I've got everything. We've got our 10 card. We've got a group together. I think so. Is there anything anyone else wants or needs?
You got your weapons, you got your armor. Make sure you've got a piece of rope. Everyone always forgets rope, and nails, and climbing pitons always come in useful.
I've got the rope. Yep. Pitons. I could do with some pitons actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. All right.
And what kind of dwarves would you be if you didn't have a hammer between you?
Oh, I believe. Surely I've got a hammer.
I've got a warhammer. Does that count?
Aye, that counts. That counts. Surely it does. Surely
I don't have a bloomin' hammer.
So we need
I've got my gong hammer.
Your gong hammer.
Oh.
Does that count? You could use a war hammer for your gong. Is that a hammer or a kind of I'm imagining a stick with a tuft of fur on the end of it.
Yeah, I was imagining like a stick with a bunch of cloth wrapped around it.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
have a belaying pin. which is a club. But I tell you what, I'm going to buy with my meager amount of money.
Yep.
I'll buy one of those kits, like a Dungeoneer's kit.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, so I'll add that to my my inventory, and I will extract the necessary currency.
Very good. That's what I like to hear. Well done.
Yeah.
We all picked up like 150 yesterday, didn't we?
You did.
Like yeah.
You did.
Oh, all right.
That's
Okay,
right, you got
not so meager.
150 gold.
You're loaded, mate. You're good.
Start a farm.
So
In any case, Gon tells you that
hidden
you're...
things. Do we need these? Like the is that normally something you're going to use, or?
I'm going to let one of your friends answer that.
What was the question, sorry, man?
Is it standard to like get the Dungeoneer's pack and or whatever, or I don't know about any of that.
What do you feel your character's more attuned to doing? You got Dungeoneers and Explorers, right?
Oh yeah, he's definitely unattuned to do any of that type of thing normally. Like he's very lazy paladin. That
as a paladin, you could have a priest's pack, potentially.
Yeah. I mean, I would just buy some pittons then. Yeah.
Okay.
Pittons and you've got your warhammer, so that'll probably do in a pinch for a hammer for banging things in. And if you've got rope as well, make sure you got rope.
Yeah, I've got rope.
I've got the rope, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Okay. Well, yeah, I reckon you could just probably get away with pittons rather than a full Dungeoneer. In saying that, the kits are easy. You just buy them and not use whatever you don't have. So, yeah.
I'm not particularly concerned with encumbrance in this game, so I'm not going to be sitting around accounting for the weight of every gram of equipment that you're carrying. I just don't care enough.
And how do I add these things?
Okay, so you can explain it, James, if you like.
All right, so go to your inventory page, and then there'll be a bit at the bottom which says add items to your backpack, I believe.
Yep.
So you should click on that, and essentially you should be able to search for various items.
Okay. Yes, I see.
So I think if you do look for Explorer's Pack, it might be in there. Yeah, Explorer's Pack under gear. And it'll show you essentially if you want to be a real accountant, it'll show you the cost. So you deduct that from what you've got in your gold.
Yeah, so 12 GP, I think it is.
10.
Whoa, Dungeoneers is more expensive.
Explorers is 10.
Yeah, Dungeoneers is 12.
Right. Okay, so we generally have the gist of it.
Thank you.
I got a favor to ask you, Russell.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
So I picked a hand axe and a light hammer for my character because I imagine them as 2 climbing clubs.
Oh yeah.
So am I able to have these as my flavor?
So sorry, explain explain this.
So you know what a rock climber uses? Essentially, you got your 2 ice picks or
so
like
you
a
want to
hammer and a claw.
So you want to have like battle claws rather that you can use for fighting or for climbing.
Yep, essentially,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That sounds cool.
All right, good.
That sounds awesome. Yep.
All right. Wolverine.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So, Gon comes forward again. As you're eating, he says, "I've just heard that your elven friend. She won't be accompanying you out the gates. She'll be joining you later in your journey. She's gone ahead."
Ahead? I'd have thought she was still in bed with the amount that she had last night.
Remarkable, isn't it? Remarkable.
Deep in her cups.
Aye.
All right. Well, that's impressive.
Yes, she had it arranged to be dragged out of bed early, and thus she is already headed off in advance to see what she can see.
The elf can drink.
Aye. All right then. Are you ready?
Boy, let's catch up with this elf, shall we?
All right. So the last minute, some of the clerics and priests and priestesses of the Temple of Moradin come forth, and they give you a blessing each. So you are all blessed. You have the bless spell on you each.
Cool.
Okay. And if I'm not wrong, that basically means that for any attack roll, skill check, or saving throw, you can roll a d4 and add it to it. If I'm not wrong, is that correct?
Can you
Not a
add
skill check, but attack rolls and proficiency, isn't it?
Oops.
Well, I tell you what, because there's bless and there's what's the other one? There's one that does attack
guidance?
rolls. Guidance, right. So some of them bless you and some of them guide you. So you've got guidance and blessing. There you go.
Hey,
Ta-da. Magic.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Very
so
good.
They escort you to the gates, and there's a small contingent of soldiers that come down with you, and there's some women and children and other people hanging about. One of the bakers comes forward and gives you each these special buns that they've made especially for you because, let's face it, the last group they sent off to do this job didn't come back. So, lots of people are giving you like small trinkets and bits of food, and somebody gives you a bottle of very nice dwarven mead to share amongst yourselves. In fact, it's a keg. Are you taking mounts? I don't recall if you had horses or ponies or anything like that, or are you just on foot right now?
I think we're on foot.
Yeah, what's the train
be
going
on
to be
foot.
like? Yeah.
Sorry, what's that?
What's the train going to be like? Is it going to be difficult? Like, are we looking at essentially spelunking here, right? Or is it huge open caverns?
Large part of it is going to be roadways that have been cut into the ground, into the stone, into the walls, sometimes leading along the edges of chasms, sometimes going through caves, sometimes going through big caverns, as you described.
Yeah.
But you know this right now, Gildraeus, that there is something like 15 bridges between here and your final location. And you can name them all as a ranger. They've all got names after the people who either built them or discovered the location, or stuff like that. We can dream up those names as we go along. I've got at least one or two of them sorted out. That's if we get that far.
Right, so
All right, so you get to the main gates and you come out onto this rampart out the front of the city, and it's much quieter here, and you can feel the air, the temperature drops remarkably from the inside to the outside, and they open up the gates and you go out, and the warm air kind of dissipates, and finally Gom and the other priests step back and they give their final prayers and wish you good luck. They pat you on the shoulders and sort of hint that you should step out into the wilderness, into the wild, and as you do, they shut the gates behind you.
Does it hit my butt on the way up?
Yeah, right. Knocking you onto your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
Get out.
So you find yourself in this massive cavern, and behind you these two giant gates and this edifice of dwarven carved wall there with multiple levels. In fact, you can actually see guards looking down at you from up there, from arrow slits and small towers built into that wall, with entrances coming out from inside the city itself. The road leads along the right-hand side of a chasm. On the left, it drops away hundreds of feet into the darkness, and you can feel cold air whistling up your left-hand side as you begin your journey along that road.
Hi. So, which way did we decide we were going?
To the drow, weren't we?
We were going the least sensible way, I believe.
We're going for
we
Liv's
are
music.
to danger, the further we are away from harm.
Boo!
Boo!
All right,
Alright.
so
That sounds like halfling speak to me.
so we are heading towards Mordip Keep. Is that right?
Oh yeah, let's bring that up.
Towards Mordip Keep? Only
No.
in the vaguest sense, yes. In the vaguest sense. You're going towards Kinhold.
Yes. Yeah.
So first you take... The road continues for about 5 to 10 miles, and I'm going to get you all to make perception checks.
All right, we're starting from Ragnar Keep, right?
That's right. No, you're starting from Uthdark
Vatorum.
Hold. Uthdark Hold.
Dark Hold. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Uthdark Hold.
Perception
Uthdark
was that?
Hold. Perception.
Yep, perception checks. So let's see.
14 for old Gil.
14 for old Gil.
11 over here.
Oh, Gil.
11 over there. Let me have a look at the
20 for Esther.
20 for Asta. Wow.
He's quiet, but seemingly has good perception.
Right.
And a big old 11 from Rana Foam Tankard Dirthane.
10.
Well, about an hour into this journey, the road goes down, and the ceiling gets lower to the point where you can actually see it now. With your, as dwarves, you have, I think it's 60 feet dark vision, and you can see the crenellations in the roof and the walls around you, and it's starting to feel a little bit more claustrophobic. And I keep wanting to say Josiah. Gildreas, you rolled 14, didn't you? You hear this noise like rock falling somewhere in the distance. And Asta, you hear the same noise, and you turn around, Asta, when you hear it, and you see this rock bouncing down the wall and across the road, and it kind of stops on the far side of the road.
Anyone else here and see that?
What?
See what? The rock just came down.
This place is full of rocks.
No.
It's all rock, actually.
Don't be getting ahead of yourself.
Should be donging a gong around here. It might all come down on top of us.
The residence here is superb.
I think we might be dealing with some pierces. Aye, no pierces?
Pierces?
Pierces.
Pierces.
Horrible beasties dangle from the ceiling, drop down on you.
Oh,
Astra, you want to go investigate?
Gildreas, can you make a history check, please?
Sure thing. Yeah, H. 17.
17. Okay, so this particular area, this close to the city that you've just left, rarely is there any incursion of anything except totally wild beasts, usually mindless types of beasts. You have heard a few stories of DERRO coming this far in the last couple of years, but nothing that you can think of that's like... You think it's unlikely that there's anything in this region that's going to be... It's so close to the city.
Gildreas knows this, but
Right.
he continues on.
Okay.
Aye, horrible ropers, pierces, all manner of foul beasties. Go check it out, Esther.
They don't sound like things that I want to come across. I vote that Torin goes. Torin, this seems like your sort of thing.
Oh, hey, me. Okay.
Always you.
Ropers, did you say? Ropers. I heard it's scary things, aren't they?
Just keep an eye on every rock that you pass.
Oh, okay. All right.
Any rock could be your next death.
All right. So I start attacking rocks and hitting them with my warhammer as I go.
All right.
Rana sort of like nervously pokes a couple with the shaft of his spear, but trying to do it quietly so no one can see.
That's a
And
point.
Esther just cowers behind the two boys.
Take them unawares. That's the only way.
All right. Well, you're stumbling around amongst these rocks, and you're not really finding anything particular until... I'll get you to make one perception alertness check. I still don't like that music. Fuck off.
Yeah, I was like, like jazz in the background.
I thought it was like an
Problem
ice
is
cream truck or something.
You can't preview anything. You have to play it to find out how bad it is. Which is
That was another perception, sorry.
quite
Was it?
irritating. Yeah, another perception check.
Oh, is
All
that
of us?
everyone? Okay.
Yep.
Everyone? Oh.
Yep. Everyone that's involved
10.
in kicking rocks around anyway.
I am very
I'm
unperceptive.
observing everyone kicking rocks.
Liv's
Smug
just
look at my
rubbing
face.
a gong.
I got a 5, not paying attention at all.
Andreas, 21.
I got a 10.
Why am I not
Yeah.
seeing everyone else's roles?
Great question. Great question.
It used to come up in like a little list. Like
You need to be on the front page if you are there.
I am on the front page.
Next to campaign, they got the little bubble thing like a chat log, and that has everything.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm seeing that. I can see like they pop up saying such and such wrote this, such and such wrote this, but they disappear really quickly because the next one comes up.
Oh,
They-
you need
they
to,
used to keep-
Oh, actually, never mind.
Did you lock it?
I hope not.
If you click on game log next to the campaign,
Okay, hang on.
so it says campaign Uthdark's Call,
Oh yeah.
and there's a little
the
chat
little
bubble
speech
next
bubble?
to it. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
There's
Maria.
there's a little lock thing at the top, and if you hit that, it stays up the whole time as well.
Yeah.
Good
Oh, neat.
tip. Good tip.
That is very useful, that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
so what did we see here for our perception?
So I didn't see anything. I just see a lot of rocks making
Lived-
funny eyes at me.
Right, you and Liv didn't see Dick. Raina, you and Gildreas, however, you see two rather large spiders
Yuck.
falling down the wall. They're about 100 feet away right now, but they're way up in the ceiling of the cave.
Now,
you can see this huge web that they're weaving across the ceiling.
Now, given that I have a terrible nature stat, as we discussed last session, would I know whether or not would I be able to see and look at these spiders and see if they were particularly aggressive or if they were just sort of there, you know?
You can make a nature check.
All right.
Our
Nature,
Underdark druid of-
-1.
I will also make a nature check while he's at it.
Okay.
See what I think of them. She's only 11.
We could mix up your nature check with the name of this campaign, and it could be called Nature Calls.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible. Did you guys drop out?
No, we're here.
You hear
We're
me?
just waiting for you to.
Waiting for me.
You did a nature roll?
Did you do
I
your
did.
nature?
I did do a nature roll. Yeah.
What was your nature
It was terrible.
check?
13.
Okay.
Sorry.
13's not terrible.
Assumed everyone would have seen it.
No.
No, actually. Isn't that weird?
That's all right. Yeah.
Gildreas, you got an 11 though, huh?
Mm.
Okay. You're not sure how aggressive they are. They look like they're building a web, so you know they're as aggressive as it takes to build a web in order to trap things to eat.
These are giant
So-
spiders, right?
They are giant spiders. They are quite large. Yes.
What do you think, Gildreas? Should we do something about them or just let them be?
If we don't do something about them, they'll probably kill another dwarf or a party going by. I think it'd be best for the city to deal with these pests.
Oh well, all right then.
I still have no idea what they're talking about, and I'm whacking some more stones, making a lot of noise.
Hey, will you stop that? Will you stop that? I was just taking the mickey out of you. It's just an old joke
Gildreas.
Gil does.
The stone it's been making fun of me. I can tell. It just looks funny. It's looking funny at me.
Stones do that. Old Gil sees the stones, faces in the stones, laughing at old Gil.
All right, so Torin, the thing about it is there's a couple of giant spiders up the top there weaving their webs, and we're discussing. I'm saying this to everyone, not just Torin, but I am directing it at Torin.
Yep.
We're wondering whether or not we should take them out before they cause harm to any other dwarves. You see, Gildreas here, old Gil, he reckons we should take them out. I, on the other hand, I don't see that they're doing any harm where they are, you know. And I'm not sure that dwarves often come this way.
Too soft, Rainer. You're a nature boy through and through. Gil knows. Plus, it wouldn't be bad to test the metal of these three. See what they're in for.
Spiders, I can take care of that, no problems. I can step on them just like that, and they'll be history. No worries.
Gil, are you still
These
looking
are
at the
giant
spiders? Is
spiders.
anybody watching them at this point?
I'm watching the spiders. Gil didn't take his eyes off them.
One of them has started to sort of slowly down his thread.
Oh, yuck.
How far away are they?
It's now at about 50 feet.
Okay, so I can see it now.
Oh, yeah.
Should old
Holy
Gil
shit,
decide this
there's
for
a
you?
huge spider right there. It's massive. Look at it.
Aye, let's have a bit of fun, shall we?
Yeah, all right. Let's take care of this, eh?
All right, I'd like to draw my longbow.
All
Yep.
right.
I'm drawing my weapon and my
Alright.
shield and getting ready.
And I'd like to take a pop shot at the one that's descending down.
All right. So you can take a shot at it with your longbow. Roll to hit.
Okay. 8.
That does not hit.
No.
Chill, clatter, 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 clatter. But now you can roll for initiative. Everybody can roll for initiative.
All right.
How far up are they?
initiative.
Well, at this point, they're now getting to about 30 feet.
30 feet, okay.
It's only fair that we let them know that we're about to attack them. It's not good sport otherwise.
All right. I got a 10 for initiative.
That's a 6.
10 for initiative. So this is the first
10
one,
for
by the
Renner.
way. That is at 30 feet.
Yep.
So 10 for initiative. Liv
For Renner.
initiative. 18. Gildreas initiative.
6.
6.
I missed my swashbuckler.
Asta
Oh, no.
12.
12.
And I'm 5 right at the end.
5 right at the end. Okay. Very good. All right, Liv. It's your turn. What are you doing?
So how far away is the furthest one?
Well, the furthest one is about 120 feet.
Okay,
And it's right up
I-
on the ceiling.
okay. I cast Thunderclap.
Question, can you see it at 120 feet?
So,
I have 60 feet. Dark vision.
and after 60 feet, things are. Oh no.
I don't have to see it though. I just have to know relatively where it is.
Right.
So as long
Well,
as I
let's
can
just
tell,
check your dark vision. Let's have a
60
look.
feet.
It is 60 feet.
Yeah.
I'm just going to double check something because it could be that you can see less easily.
And
further.
dim light, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
You can see a dim light within 60 feet. Yeah, so I think you can see it as if it were dim light another 60 feet. Okay, so you have the idea that there is something up there. In fact, you can make a perception check.
oh, 9.
Okay. Well, I take it all back. I take it all
Oh
back.
wait, do I have a bliss? Is that on?
You do have a
Huh.
bless, yep. Yep.
But it's +4, isn't it? It's not going to do much.
D4.
Max 10.
Right. No, sorry, never mind. Okay, so, yep. So what are you going to do then instead, Liv? There's a spider definitely 30 feet in front of you that you can see.
Okay. Can I see the thread that he's hanging off?
Yes, you can.
Can I mage hand and tear that?
Mage hand and tear it.
Tear the thread that he's hanging off. It's 30 feet distant.
Ain't spider, that thread's going to be so like
That is
tensile strength.
essentially that's an attack on an object, and
Mm-hmm.
attacks are not allowed with mage hand. So I'm going to say no. You're not strong enough.
Okay.
Damn. I imagine Tricky
Yeah.
Bob's mage hand kind of like karate chops it, but it doesn't.
Right. Just goes.
Quite different. Yeah.
Hourglass is ticking away.
plays a little tune.
Hey, I had 2 attacks lined up and I can't use any of them. Okay, so this is. You know what? I'm just gonna
Hit your
cast.
walk
What does that do? Just bangs it.
bard.
Yeah, vicious mockery.
I don't have vicious mockery. No.
That's like the bard thing, man.
It's like the bread and butter of bards.
I know, but
Oh, man,
Thunderclap
we've
and
got
Mage Hand.
All right,
a
Tricky
druid
Bob, your
rubbish
time
at
is
nature
running
and a
out.
bard
Your
that doesn't
time
know.
is running
Okay,
out.
oh Jesus, okay. I will cast Dissonant Whispers on
Dissonant
the one that's
Whispers.
yes,
Alright,
the
what does that
closest
do?
to me. It does whispered discordant melody, which is just me kind of like rubbing my gong, I guess. Only that that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, breaking it with terrible pain. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they take 3d6 damage, psychic damage.
All right, so I'm making a saving throw.
Yep.
Against Wisdom 11,
11.
is it?
Yep.
All right. It's a Wisdom saving throw. All right. Fails.
Yay!
Right.
And it also must immediately use its reaction if it has one.
Okay, its reaction.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It doesn't have a reaction.
Alright, doesn't matter then. 3d6. It takes 11 damage.
11 damage. Very good. Okay.
Just get out your dual things and go.
Yeah.
Oops.
See, it's like my entire spell library right now is just things that make a lot of noise and things that are kind of creepy.
Okay, do you have any other actions, bonus actions, anything else?
Nah, nothing worth using at the moment.
Do you use any movement?
Where are we standing?
So you guys are on the road, standing in line. I'm guessing you're sort of forming a crescent now, facing the spider. You can be anywhere in that crescent you desire.
I might move slightly back behind either Torin or Esther. Who else is a tanky?
You are, by the way, you are facing back towards the city that you left because this came down from behind you. So there is a chasm on your right-hand side and there is a wall on your left-hand side.
Also, if you stick within 5 feet of me, any attack they do to you gets disadvantage as well. So,
Oh,
Which is the reason
good to
I'm
know.
always hidden behind Torin.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're hiding
good call.
behind me, you're actually hiding behind Torin. 9 out of 10
sweet,
times.
yeah.
Right.
I move next to Torin then, slightly
Okay.
behind.
All right. So they get a disadvantage to attack you then, if you're over there. Okay, Aster, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So how close is the closest spider? 30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah.
Can I draw my crossbow and shoot it at him?
Sure can.
Yeah.
Sure can. You
Okay.
pull out your crossbow, you whack a bolt in it, you pull back the string and hook it in and fire it. All right, so you're going to make an attack roll with your crossbow. Do you know how to do it?
I think I do the +2, is that right? That's
Yep,
beside my crossbow.
that's right. Yep. So it's the little +2 button next to the crossbow. Hit that.
Nuts.
Okay,
8.
unfortunately, bunk, it flies off and hits nothing but stones. It thuds into the ground. Yep.
I'm allowed to do another action though, right? If it's
Well, it depends. Typically, you can move. You have an action and you have a bonus action, and the bonus action is very specific. It has to be one that's listed on your sheet.
so, and I know it's a bonus action because it says on my sheet 1A.
No, it will say one
right?
bonus action. 1A
BA.
is an
Oh,
action.
BA.
BA
Okay.
is a bonus action.
Ignore me.
That's okay. Well, let's have a look at your actions, and I'll scroll down, and it should actually say what bonus actions that you have. So you'll see that there's literally a tab for bonus actions.
Yeah.
So
I
what you can do is you could theoretically cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And what
And
that
then
Super
remember
powerful.
what that does.
what that does is you create this weapon out of the ether that just literally appears in front of you floating, this mysterious glowing weapon. You can describe it. It's up to you what it looks like. It can be like a hammer or an axe or a sword or whatever the hell you want. And then you can direct it to move 60 feet and attack somebody, all on that move, on that bonus action. And as long as you don't cast any other concentration spells, is it a concentration spell?
I believe it is.
Actually, it's not a concentration spell.
Oh.
So as long as, you don't even have to worry about that. So you can literally leave that up, and every turn you can just say, I use my spiritual weapon as a bonus action after you've cast it. And then you can attack on every turn as well. So depending on whether or not you want to use up your spell slot right now on
Yeah, I was going to say, but I only have 2 spell slots for that, right?
Right.
No, I don't want to use it. You fellas can take over the... I'm done, I missed. Have a go, you boys.
Okay, so all right.
Oi, mate.
I'm now hiding again behind Torin.
Raina, it is your turn.
Raina. Hey, Raina. All right, so I would be correct in assuming that there is one within 30 feet, right?
That is correct.
Excellent. So Rana is going to cast a cantrip, Thorn Whip. Yep,
Right.
and that is at 30 feet of damage. Now,
Is it
I have to roll to hit.
It's a roll to hit, yeah.
Yep, it's a roll to hit, and if I do hit, he takes X amount of damage. But also,
Yep.
I pull the creature 10 feet closer.
Right.
Right.
So roll to hit. Give me
Roll
that roll.
to hit. All right, here we go. Pa-pow. That's a natural 1.
Ooh.
Oh, you get
Yes.
the
Oh yeah,
blessed
but I
die.
get the blessed die, right? So that's a extra 1d4.
Yeah. Are you going to use your blessed die?
I
Gotta
thought
get
it was Oh, we only get the one?
Pretty sure it is. Isn't
You
it?
only use it once, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. I remember we had this discussion. And
Because I'll be
Other one.
honest with you, no matter what you roll with the D4 is not going to save your
yeah,
ass.
nah, never mind then. If I only get the one, I'm gonna couch that one.
Right, so it's a
right,
natural
so
one. Instead, you.
It's a natural one.
You can
I-
choose. In fact, no, you can't choose. I'm going to roll a D something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Give me the flavor.
You knock over Liv's gong.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's a lot
Alright.
of force.
And it goes bong.
Hey, sorry, Liv.
All right.
Could
Do
you?
have any bonus
Yeah.
actions or other actions or? movement that you'd
Well,
like to use?
I do have a bonus action actually, but I'm not sure if I want to. Nah, I'm gonna save it. It's all good. That's
Okay.
me.
Very good. At that point, the giant spider, which is now leering in front of the group, makes this kind of noise, and it shuffles a little bit, and then it spews forth this web towards Torrin. Torrin, what's your armor class?
18 at the moment.
18. Okay. It slides off your shield. It just slips off you, this web, this gooey web, and you manage to tear yourself free pretty much instantly. It doesn't stick. So that's good. At which point, Gildraeus, it's your turn.
I am beginning to think this wasn't such a good idea. Saying as I
Yes.
knocked up another arrow and fire at the one that just attacked Taran.
All right.
12.
Does not hit.
Oof.
It
Yeah.
bounces off the giant spider's carapace and drops to the floor. It starts shuffling towards you. Torrin, it's your turn.
Yikes. Okay. When it says javelin range 30, like, does that mean I throw it 30, or does that mean I can poke something within 30 yards?
Throw.
You certainly cannot poke it at 30.
So I don't have this giant stick that I can just like whack things with.
In
no?
D&D, they've got this fucking absurd idea where javelins are like these little short throwing sticks, and you
Yeah.
literally throw them.
Oh,
That
That's what
people
they
okay.
are.
I always thought
carry
it was
around.
the spear with the little thing at the end.
It's
But
what
okay.
it should be, but it's not. So
All right.
there's D&D
Well,
for you. There's a lot
I
of
guess-
really odd things about D&D, so we just play by the
Alright.
rules.
I guess I throw my javelin at the one closest to start off
Alright.
with.
All right. Typically, you'll have like 6 javelins in a little pouch on your back. You know, that's how they kind of flavor it in this game. Okay, so you throw a javelin, roll to hit.
10.
10. Your first javelin does not hit. It bounces off the creature's carapace. At that point, you realize that there is a second giant spider descending from the ceiling.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Well, I'll probably cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Is that a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will probably start banging my shield with my thing and just kind of taunting the spiders and making sure they come for me. So sort of like a, come get some, come get some, you spidery, sticky bastards.
Okay. All right. Very good. Liv, it's back to your turn again. Your gong is now on the floor, though.
Do I need to use an action to lift my gong up?
You do not need to use an action. That's a free action.
That's the first thing I do, is lift my gong up and also check it for damage.
Looks okay.
And looks sideways at it.
Could you? Can I do another perception check on the spider that's further away?
This is an investigation check because you are
just to see if I can locate it, so I can thunderclap it.
Yep, you can look. You can make it. Okay, yeah, you can make a perception check to see if you notice it passively.
5. Never mind.
Oh, what is up with that rolls today?
They're really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So failing that.
Okay.
What's your next plan?
Means that was my.
You're gonna hit the spider with your gong hammer.
How far away is he?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, no, that's not. I'm gonna cast blindness on the one that's closer to us.
All right.
They have to do a con save.
Okay, so I'm doing a con save.
Yep.
Blindness. Wow. What's the difficulty?
11.
He passes.
Beans.
Damn.
But you burned a spell slot.
Yeah. Is Bardic Inspiration only 1 per long rest?
I have no idea. Now you'll have to look that up on your class traits.
Yeah, it does say Bardic Inspiration 1 bonus action once per long rest. Wow, I always thought it was wow, okay. Once per encounter. That's me then.
Cool. That's
it would be.
All right, then next is after Liv, Asta. Asta, it's your turn.
All right, bring the pain.
So I peek out from behind Torrin where I have been hiding, hoping that someone else would kill these spiders.
Right.
And I realize that everyone else in the group has sucked as much as I. And so I cast Toll of the Dead.
Toll the Dead? Okay, Toll the Dead. All right. The other thing that you notice at that point is that the spider is beginning to strut. Like it literally, it can see how terrible you all are. Instead of kind of sneaking around now, it's...
What is a spider strut?
Spider is like...
Stretched
being an
itself
arrogant
up.
asshole, right?
It's become as big as it can get now, and it's kind of just walking towards you.
Yeah.
Its front legs.
Disco music in the background.
I'm not becoming supper for a spider.
It's voguing its way down.
Michael Jackson moonwalking its way here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Wow, impressive.
So I see the spider getting larger and basically becoming more arrogant in himself. And I push Torrin to the side and I'm like, you're not doing the job you're meant to. Torrin! Christ, man, this is why I bought you. You're meant to get rid of these creatures for me.
Well, come on, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can.
Oh, you always say that.
I'll give you an inspiration if you rephrase that to include Moradin. But, only if you want inspiration.
I don't know enough about Moradin yet.
By the light of Moradin, I'm doing what I can.
There you go.
Just throw it in there.
Moradin's breath.
Moradin's beard.
Yeah. So Moradin's tankard.
Right. Anyway, so
Okay.
you do this, and what are you actually going to do? What's your
And then
action?
I'm going to stand up and cast my Toll of the Dead towards the spider that's strutting around in front of me.
All right.
And
what does Toll
as
the
I
Dead
do this,
Yeah.
the bell fills the air.
Yep. The
Which I feel like
dolorous
liquid
bell
life.
fills the air around it for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
What's your spellcasting DC? Is 12. Fails. All right.
Damn, okay.
1d8 necrotic damage. Or if it's missing any of its hit points, which it is, it takes a d12 necrotic damage.
Wait, one of us hit it?
Yeah, I was going to say, did one of us hit it? That's why I didn't do it the last time round. I don't think any of us have hit it, right?
Did nobody do damage? Yeah, they did. Somebody did damage to it.
Yeah, Lev did damage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I did do that.
Yep. So you're doing a d12 necrotic damage. Do you know how to roll a d12?
No idea.
Okay, little red dot in the corner of your D&D Beyond with a
Bottom left.
with a dice in the bottom left of the bottom left corner. You hit that, and then you go to the second to the top dice button, which is a d12. You click it once and then hit roll.
I did wonder how you got
you got
different dices. Nice.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's 8 points
You
of
got it.
damage, which is more than average, which is good. Okay, the bell goes,
Pretty good.
and the spider reverberates at the sound of the bell.
He's not cooking anymore, is he?
And he's a lot less cocky all of a sudden,
Yeah,
surprisingly
shame.
enough. Do you have any bonus actions or movement that you would like to take? No?
I go back, once again, hiding behind the boys.
Okay, so...
I've done my job.
all right.
It's your fellow's turn again.
All right, now just for the sake of reference, and because we're learning the rules as we go, because you guys are pretty new to this, I'm going to explain what disengaging is. Typically, when you're in combat like this, fortunately you're not like right in the front line, but if you're within 5 feet of that enemy, which you're not, and you were to say, I move back or I move away from it, that creature would get an opportunity attack on you, unless you declare that you disengage. And that's an action to disengage. But in this case, it doesn't matter. I'm just putting it, I'm just telling you about this now.
Wait a minute, I'm going to write that on my things of stuff I need to know.
Yep.
That's a reaction, isn't it, Russell? An
Disengaging?
opportunity attack.
An opportunity attack is a reaction.
No, a reaction. Yeah, opportunity attack. So, like that spell that you were going to cast that that forces. Was it recently?
It forces the enemy to take their reaction. Yeah. That's
right. Yeah. So then, yeah, that would cancel that out.
And it goes both ways as well. So if something's disengaging from you, and it you unless it if it moves away from you, not disengages, you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah. So you need to listen to what I'm saying. When I say that something moves away from you and I don't mention the word disengage, then you can claim an opportunity attack. If I do say it disengages, well, sorry.
Catch him out.
In either case, like if I was to say it attacks you and then it moves away, then you get your opportunity attack. If I say it disengages and moves away, it doesn't get that attack on you, but it does get away without you attacking it. Anyway, long story short, moving right along, Raynar, it is your turn.
Raynar, foam tankard. All right. So, Raynar, now this yeah, he prefers foam tankard, to be honest. But I mean, he is a Dirthane. Yeah, it's true.
You're a foam tankard to all of us, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I have a foamy tankard myself. I'm terrible at pouring. So, anyway, we've right. I'm going to now. The second spider that's coming down.
Yep.
Can I see how far away he is?
Yeah, he's about 40 feet.
40 feet. All right. Well, forget about that then. I'll try again with my thorn whip cantrip.
At numero uno.
At numero uno, yes, that's right. And how far away is numero uno to us?
He's
at the
still
moment?
30 feet. He hasn't.
He hasn't come closer.
No, he did move closer. I said he did. He was strutting closer. So he's actually getting up to about 5 feet from the line. At which point I need to know who's in what order. As I said, I think it's an arc. It's a crescent shape.
Yeah.
Sound about right?
I don't know about you guys, but I'd say we sort of naturally would have formed an arc with the exception of Asta, who would be behind Torin.
Find anyone.
we'd sort of be looking up and kind of like arranging ourselves, right? I know I would. Yeah. And I think that probably Renar is next to Gildraeus because we were the two that were sort of looking around.
Yeah. So we.
Yeah. I'd be sort of furthest or second to furthest down the track next to Gildraeus, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm going to do this Thorn Whip.
All right. Roll to hit.
And, oh my god, that is a 10 to hit.
Massive 10 does not hit.
The
second spider lands behind him, though.
Never mind then. All right, I'll leave it at that. Hang on, bonus actions. Yeah, give me my bonus actions. Yes, but no. Never mind.
No, never mind.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay. You sure?
Yes, Russell. I'm sure. Thank you.
All right, just double checking. All right. Giant spider, it's your turn. Well, thank you.
It's going to attack me. Yeah.
All right. It leers towards you. It leaps towards you and attempts to bite you in the face.
Rana.
Rayna, what's your armor class?
Armor class. Yeah. It is a mighty 11.
Okay. He bites you in the face.
Ouch.
Oh, you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
Now you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, hang on. Let me just do that damage. And con save. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's not a con save. That was just a con check. Wait a minute. Okay. Con save. Here we go. What's that?
22.
Oh, that was a natural 20. Hey!
Right.
Hey.
So, excellent. Very good. Natural 20. You're going to take half of this then.
All right.
Let me... How do I clear this?
How does the disadvantage thing work for the paladin? So that's just automatically applied, or?
In what regard? Disadvantage for what?
So I have a protection aura or something like that. So whenever someone stands near me and they attack anything, if something attacks them, it's a disadvantage to the attacker.
That's with 5 feet, right?
8 damage from poison.
8 damage. All right, cool.
Yep.
What does poison resistance do? Advantage on saving throws against poison and your resistance.
I have advantage against poison, actually. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. It was a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Poison damage on a failed save. If the poison damage... You succeeded the saving throw anyway, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Wouldn't have helped.
It would have just been the
It's still it was half damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's fine. It's
now,
not fine.
Going
it
back
sucks,
to the previous question, which was about advantage on the paladin's aura. So let me just have a quick look at your character, Torrin. You're looking at your features and traits, I assume, and you're talking about
protection. It's under reactions.
Or reactions. Reactions. Protection. While wielding a shield and a creature that you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. Okay, so if one of the creatures attacks any creature standing next to you, you can say, I give it disadvantage.
Oh, so I have to call it out every time?
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool.
Otherwise, I'm not going to remember. I'm absolutely not going to remember the reactions of 5 players.
No, that's fair enough.
I struggle to remember my own reactions.
Right, so that's
I didn't even know what a reaction was until 5 minutes ago. So let's do this.
A reaction is an action that you take on somebody else's turn. Right, because you have your own turns and your own bonus actions, and a reaction is when it's not your turn, you get to make a movement on somebody else's turn. That's the most basic way of explaining it. Okay, where are we? Spiders, yes. Okay, so it's just bitten our dear friend Raynar in the face, and Gildraeus, it's now your turn.
All right, so I was standing next to Raynar.
Yep.
I drop my longbow. I call out It's time for some diplomacy and gentlemanly discourse, and I pull out my hand axe and my hammer.
Diplomacy, discourse.
Yeah, that's right. And I will make 2 attacks against him.
Okay. Is that an attack and a bonus action attack, or do you?
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
Because I have yes, two weapon fighting. So
cool.
first with my hand axe.
All right. Roll a hit.
8.
That does not hit.
No.
You try to chop into its leg, and it just bounces off its hardened carapace on its leg.
All right. Now some discourse. Oh, 7.
Oh, how come you guys are rolling so terribly? I haven't seen such.
We're gonna die before we get any decent rolls.
Yeah, and that's going to be of old age.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. We didn't have to worry about the drow anymore, right? We just worry about these 2 spiders kicking their ass. It's all good.
Torrin, it's your turn.
All right.
One last check. Gildraeus, do you have any other bonus actions or
that was all I could do.
Okay. All right. So you are now in close combat with the spider. All right, Torrin, it's your turn. Sorry.
Okay, so he's within 5 feet of me, the spider. And what about the other one? Is he?
The other one's behind that spider, about 10 feet behind that spider.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just start off by whacking him in the face with my warhammer. Say hello.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah.
Roll ahead.
Let's see how we go. 12.
Okay. Do you want to use your bless or your what was the other one? We had a bless and a guidance.
No, we only had a bless, no?
No. We had bless and guidance.
Oh, right. Sweet.
So it's like 2 buffs, is it? So I can add to
one of them works for skill checks and saving throws. One of them works for attack rolls or something like that. In any case,
I think bless is for attack rolls and guidance is for checks.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to kill this guy. I'll use my first bless then, I guess.
Okay, so you're going to add a D4 to your roll.
Okay.
So it's going to go from 12 to. Good luck. 14. 16. Very good. You hit. That
Woohoo!
actually does some damage to the spider. Roll your damage, please, for your warhammer.
Oh, okay.
So
it was 4.
4.
Okay. It's all right. Okay. It's all right.
4
That's
is
better than we've done
great,
so far.
but it's not
better than nothing. Better than nothing. Do you have any bonus actions that you'd like to use at this point?
No, I'm there at the moment. That's I mock them a bit. I'm like, oh, come on, you beasties, bring it on, let's go.
All right. At that point, the spider attempts to bite you. What's your armor class?
It's now 20.
20. Ooh, it actually manages to get through your armor. It does 11 points of piercing damage. Now you're going to make a Constitution saving throw. You do have advantage because you're a dwarf, so you can roll 2 dice. You can roll it with advantage. You know how to do that, eh?
Yep.
Cool.
Good.
Here we go. 20.
Perfect. Okay,
All
so
right.
you'll take half the damage from this next roll, which is 11. So half of 11, we'll run it down to 5.
5.
So 5 points of poison damage. All right. This does mean that you are suffering from the poisoned condition, and that is true.
I have an
too.
advantage on that as well.
That'd be me too, right?
That's why you got to roll it with advantage.
Ah, okay.
Yes, you too. You have the poison condition. Now, what that does is pretty much, I think it puts you at disadvantage for everything.
Oh, okay.
But I'll just double check exactly what it says. The poisoned condition. Poisoned. There are so many conditions. There's 15 conditions, and they're all bad for you, except for invisible. A poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, but not saving throws. That's interesting to note. So attack rolls and ability checks, you have disadvantage. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Liv, it is your turn.
Well, I completely misunderstood what Thunderclap does, so I thought it was everyone 100 feet takes a saving throw. It's everyone within 5 feet, so I will, in that case, try using my Thunderclap on the closest spider. If no one's 5 feet within?
They're all... Well, we've got Josiah and Torrin within 5 feet of it.
Gildreus,
I mean.
Okay,
and Raina, were you close to it too,
Yeah,
Raina?
I was next to Gildreus, so I'm probably within 5 feet of one as well.
So, yeah, you're...
Can I do it behind him? So, like... So the spider is in the circle, but they're not?
Let me have a look at this spell. Thunderclap we're talking about, right?
Yep.
Well, the second spider's only 10 feet away from the first spider.
Oh,
so
yeah,
if
he
you hit
moved
the second
further up.
spider, you'll hit both of them, but not us, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think. Yeah.
If they're 10 feet apart.
If you did it right in the middle, you'd hit both and not us.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
sounds
5
good.
feet.
You
Right.
can't do it in the middle. You can only do it within 5 feet of you. It's like it's basically a
No, it's
melee
100
attack.
feet. It's up
No,
to 100
it
feet
can
away.
It can be heard 100 feet away.
Oh, beans. So,
But the range on the spell, if you look at the range in the area, is 5 feet.
right, so I thought it was area is 5 feet and
So
range
it's-
is 100, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, a cool
So,
story, bro.
in that case, if...
It sucks, actually. It sucks.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good spell, but it's not. So
Yeah.
if I cast...
Just kidding.
What you can do is you can use your movement to get to a location that is not within 5 feet of either of your friends, and you can use it on the second spider.
But I have to be within 5 feet of the spider.
You would have to move up to the second spider to do that.
Circle around it.
So you'd have to go around the first spider, get to the second spider, and you could use it on the second spider without harming your friends.
My goodness, I'm going to change my spells. This is really pointless.
Well,
Okay.
at this point, if you want to, I'm not going to object to you switching your spells out, because this is the first combat session with this character. And if you don't know how they work, well, it's a bit unfair to kind of throw you in the deep end like that. So you can have a little bit of leeway, but do hurry. It's 8 o'clock. Time is ticking.
Goodness, none of the bard spells are particularly good.
Vicious
unless they
mockery,
go
come on.
Yeah, but that's so boring. That's so like pedestrian.
Vicious
isn't it?
mockery.
I feel like I'm selling out by going back to Wish's Mockery. Okay, you know what? Just for now, because we're getting raked here. I will go back to Wish's Mockery, and I will cast it on the spider close to us.
All right, cool. Vicious Mockery. And let's read that out.
You're making a tea, baby.
So I have to reload your character sheet so I can see it. Spells. Vicious Mockery. Okay, so this is a cantrip.
Yep.
Cool. 1 action. Instantaneous wisdom saving throw. Alright, so making a wisdom save. Fail. Okay, so you unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature that you can see within range of the target can hear you, though it need not understand you. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, which it failed, or take a d4 psychic damage, and have disadvantage on its next attack roll. Okay, cool.
That's pretty cool.
You can make a d4.
It's
A
really
D4.
powerful.
Roll us a d4 for its for your damage.
And do an insult at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Oh,
insult.
4.
And if
Right.
it's an in character, in game, in world, in mood insult, I'll give you inspiration.
Right. Hey, the other spider told me he doesn't actually like you, and your breath smells.
Oof, burn.
He only hangs out with you because you don't have any other friends.
Oh.
Wow.
We're really getting into his insecurities right there.
Right. It's almost like you know him. You have to become the spider to defeat the spider.
See 8 single tears well up in its eyes.
All right. So what's your damage on the spider?
It was a 4.
4.
A solid 4.
It is such.
4.
It is so perilous, so traumatic to the spider that its brain literally explodes and leaks out of its ears, and it falls on its face in front of you. From
Oh man, that's really harsh.
To be fair, it was the enchantment, not the words.
All he ever wanted was a friend.
Right. Okay, at which point, Asta, it's now your turn. And by the way, Lev, that was one of the longest turns I've ever seen anyone take in D&D.
I haven't really played a bard for more than 2 sessions before.
Fair enough. Asta, what would you like to do? The second spider, it's now currently about 10 feet away.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's up to the girls in this group to do something about these spiders, because you boys suck. So I will cast my Toll of the Dead spell again on the second spider.
Alright, so Toll the Dead on the second spider. So Toll the Dead, he's making a saving throw, I believe. Let me double check this. So it's 1 action, 60-foot range, very good. Wisdom save 12. Fail.
Ah, nuts.
No, the spider failed.
Oh, the spider failed. I thought you meant I failed.
No, the spider failed.
Yay for the girls!
This spider has not taken any damage though, so it's only a D8 for your necrotic damage. So I'll get you to roll a D8 for us.
Yep. Three.
Okay. Very good. Okay, do you have any other bonus actions or movement that you would like to use? No?
No.
Okay. Rayna. You're at disadvantage, Rayna.
Rayna.
You've been poisoned.
I am disadvantaged. All right, that's not very good. So that disadvantage exists for everything. Spell for checks, for hit dice. For attacks.
1 second. Yes, it's for everything.
Okay. So for everything. Well, that's
except for saving throws. Saving throws you don't have disadvantage for.
Okay, very good. All right, so right, I'm just going to try again with my Thorn Whip. Really trying to nail this home. Get the Thorn Whip done.
All right.
So this is with disadvantage. Roll. Oh, wow. Okay,
wow,
good disadvantage.
23.
Okay.
Wow, okay, you hit the spider in the face with your Thorn Whip with disadvantage, despite the poison coursing through your veins, and you're feeling very woozy and sick. You can do your damage, please, for Thorn Whip. And you're going to pull it
by Moradin's hammer.
By Moradin's
and I'm going to pull it 10 feet. Yeah.
10 feet in your direction, okay.
10 feet towards me, yeah.
Right.
And I'm going to roll
really what you want, though?
Yeah, no, probably not. 4. Yep, just 4 actually.
4 points of damage. Okay.
4 points of damage.
Not a critical hit, was it? Not a
no. It would have been 18. Yeah.
All right.
18 on the roll.
Okay, good. Any other attacks, bonus actions?
I tell you what. No. I'm gonna stick as is. Yep. Stick to my position.
Very good, very good. Well, at that point,
I use my protection.
So you're using your protection to protect Rayna at that point. Okay, that's cool. All right. It goes to attack you, Rayna. It's at disadvantage because of that.
Excellent.
Causing it to roll a 10. What's your armor class?
11.
It misses with its web, so it spits its web out. This is the second spider's web. And again, you manage to intercept its web from hitting him with your shield at that point, Torrin.
I don't. Oh, right. Torrin's shield. Sorry. Yep.
Torrin's shield, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sticky shield now.
Sticky shield.
Very sticky shield.
Gildraeus.
I won't be cleaning that.
Gildraeus goes to follow up with his same thing, goes run at the remaining spider, hand axe and light hammer attack. So
roll to hit.
17 for the first.
That's a hit.
Nice.
That is 4 damage.
4 damage.
And followed by a second hit with the hammer. That's 19.
That's a hit.
And the hammer comes down for 3 damage.
Just to be clear, you do not get your your damage bonus to your second attack.
Okay, hang on.
It is just a straight dice.
Okay, so that was just 1d4, so that was 1.
1 damage. Okay. Alright. Gildreus, do you have any other movements? Do you want to use any movement?
No, that's it. I'm staying right where I am. Gil doesn't back down.
Good on you, Gil. Torrent, it is your attack.
Hell yeah, okay. So I walk up to the spider, stick my sticky shield in his face, and whack him over the head with the warhammer again.
Alright, roll to hit, please.
Oh.
16, that is a hit.
Okay, here we go. 8 damage.
8 damage. Alright, that's a good whack. You hit him and he reels back. And he comes straight back at you immediately. But that will be on... Well, that's extra. In fact, that's now. Okay. No, that's not. That's a dead spider. He doesn't come back at you immediately. Liv, 'tis your turn.
I'll vicious mockery again to the other guy then.
Very good.
But
Oh, these poor spiders.
I know.
I have very low self-esteem.
I probably should make a saving throw before you do your damage.
Yeah, I forgot. But can I keep that roll? It's pretty good.
Giant spider. What is it? A constitution or a
Wisdom.
Oh, natural 20. Saved.
No.
Does he take half damage or no damage?
No, I just must succeed, so I guess nothing.
Right, no damage. Okay, he ignores your taunts. Asta, it is your turn.
What's Renard looking like at this point in time? Like in terms of his...
Renard's definitely not looking great. He's not like almost out for the count quite, but he's, let's just say he's below half his hit points, and he's not feeling very happy about it.
You might say he's bloodied.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bloodied. Yeah. He's got like spider venom dripping off his beard.
He's got holes in his face, literally.
Yeah.
Fang bites in his face.
Yeah, big hole.
Yeah.
Okay. So
His moneymaker.
I am going to cast Toll of the Gate. And how close is Renard to me at the moment? Like,
how close is he? Are you
Yeah.
asking?
yeah.
Well, you're behind Torrin, so that's 5 feet. And he's next to him, so I'm going to say 10 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead at the beastie again.
Spider, yep. Okay, so let's double check something. That is, in fact, a cantrip. Good, so that's... You can do that. Wisdom save. Fail. All right, good. You do your necrotic damage. D8 necrotic damage.
One.
Ah. Okay.
Damn.
Well, you do
Real
some
mixed
damage,
bag.
but
But-
yep. The bell.
So,
Yep. Okay. Do you have any bonus
Real
actions
mixed bag
or
of
other
combat,
actions? Or...
yes, I think I can see that Renard is like, oh, looking pretty peaky.
Yeah.
So I have Healing Word.
Yep.
Which I think is 1 BA, so I think that means I can use it as my bonus action, correct?
Let me just double check this.
I think I also have Healing Word, and
Healing Word is a bonus action. Yes, it is. You
Yep.
can use it. It is instantaneous. It has a 60-foot range. So yes, you can totally do that. And
Okay.
you can heal a
So-
D4 hit points.
Oh, sorry, Renard.
You're +5 as well, so
Oh yeah. I mean, it's better than a kick in the ass, which is you've been getting so far in the game.
Why is
well, I mean, it's actually 1d4 plus 3, right?
that depends on your spell. So she's a cleric, so
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. So it's just one hit point?
I know it's 6 because I got +5.
Oh, shit, that's all right. Yeah, I'll take 6. Thank you.
All right, nice. Okay, so that's your turn.
Primo.
That's everything. All right, Rayna, it's actually your turn now. So still at disadvantage.
Make it worth it.
Yeah. So a couple of Reynar's wounds close up, and he sloughs off some of the venom. It's like, yuck, that's gross.
Yep.
Yeah, and he squares up to this. I'd say he's within 5 feet of the spider, right? Because he's sort of between Gildraeus and Torrid. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool. So he squares up to this the spider, and he takes out his spear.
All right.
And he's going to give it a prod with his spear.
All right. So stick it with the spear. Roll to hit with the spear, please.
Oh, and that's with disadvantage as well, isn't it?
It is with disadvantage.
12. Damn. Well, that's a natural one.
Oh. Okay. Well, you throw you accidentally, the spear gets caught up in its leg and it flicks it out of your hand and lands on the ground. So you have nothing in your hands now.
All right. Okay.
All right. The spider, though. You got any bonus actions?
Yes, I do have a bonus action. I am going to use Misty Step.
Okay.
So, that's super good though. No, I'm just going to use Healing Word again. Has anyone else taken damage, or is it just me?
I have, but it's nothing serious.
He's got a couple of scratches.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
All right, okay. Well, then in that case, Hank is going to cast Healing Word on himself. I can do that, right?
If you were Hank, you could, but if you're Renard,
Yeah, you can totally do it to yourself.
All right, sweet as. So I will cast Healing Word selfishly on myself. And I will wonder, do I have? Yeah, okay, no, bugger off. I cast it. So it's that 1d4 plus 3. No, I better. I did say I was going to use D&D Beyond for this, so I will do that.
Go on.
1d. I don't know what that is. Oh, 1. Okay, so 4 hit points.
Okay.
Yay. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
All right. At that point,
I protect him again.
Gildraeus. It attacks Gildraeus.
Okay.
Oh.
I protect him then.
But Gildraeus is on the other side of the spider.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
13.
That's your armor class?
Mm-hmm.
Then you take... You're lucky. You take 4 points of piercing damage, but you're going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get that up first. Con save.
Yeah.
Oof, 8.
8. Oh. You're taking all of this then. You take 7 points of poison damage.
Yeah.
You are now
11
poisoned.
all up.
You're now poisoned for an hour.
Okay. Conditions, poisoned.
Disadvantage. So there's 3 of you now with poison.
What happens when you send poison-based enemies against us, Russell?
We're supposed to have advantage against poison-based creatures. We're resistant.
Actually,
did you roll with
no, I
advantage?
didn't roll with advantage. Sorry, let me roll one more. No, it doesn't fucking matter. That was 9.
Never mind. But Gildraeus, it is your attack next. It is your
All right,
turn.
well, Gildraeus follows up for a hat trick of double swings.
All right.
So,
Gil.
So disadvantage, get out of here. Disadvantage for the first attack.
Yep.
That is at 11.
That does not hit.
And disadvantage for the second. Oi. That's a 9.
Ah, okay. You're obviously feeling rather ill. That's not helping. All right, Torrin, you're also at disadvantage, I believe.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Let's smack him square in the face again with the warhammer.
Because you took damage from it, didn't you? You failed to save.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Roll to hit with disadvantage. 7 does not hit.
Okay.
That was just one dice, though. Need you to roll a second time.
No, that was with a disadvantage.
That
Oh,
was with disadvantage?
yeah, it says so.
Does it? Okay, let me just have a look here. Okay, yes, you're
I roll
quite
a
right.
3 and a 10.
I needed to expand the thing out so it gives you the whole formula. Okay, cool.
Yes,
You're right.
yeah, that's the trouble I had too.
Okay, live. Live and let die.
I'll actually. Who is particularly damaged?
I took a bit of a beating.
I'll healing word Gildreus.
All right.
Which oh god. 2 HP.
Man, what is going on here? These are not auspicious beginnings to our quest.
Moradin has cursed us. This is a cursed voyage.
Moradin wants those clerics to stay with us.
Oh wait, that was a bonus action. I keep
Right.
forgetting the healing word. So I still get to have a main action, which
Yeah.
I'll vicious mockery him.
Just
Not
mark it, yeah.
not Gildreus the spider.
Okay, good. Because that'd be rather
Gil
pointless.
couldn't take it. He's
You probably do
Yeah,
2 points of damage to him.
Oh, give it to old Gil. Come on.
Now let's talk rust proofing. These babies
Right,
will rust
so-
up on you something awful. God, Gil, seal the deal, seal the deal.
What's my difficulty?
11.
11?
Best character.
Okay, fails.
Yay. 2 damage, but he gets disadvantage next time.
2 damage, okay. Alright, Astra, it's your turn.
So how's everyone looking in the group now? Gildreus is looking okay.
Just
No, I gave him 2 HP.
I'm fine. I'm a very
You're alive?
Gildreus is a very vigorous old dwarf. He's got fight left in him.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So no one.
I'm okay as well. I mean,
Okay.
I'm over half now, so
Okay.
that's good. Yeah.
And
Alright.
Torin's just a big meathead, so he's fine.
Alright, good.
So my action that I will do is to cast my Toll of the Dead again against the one remaining spider.
Okay, Toll the Dead. Alright, so I'm making a saving throw. I think I passed that one. What's your difficulty?
For Toll of the Dead, Wisdom 12. Is that what you mean?
12? Yep. Okay, no, I passed that. So
Oh,
I don't think it does anything to
Damn.
him. That spider
Damn.
just does not. He moves out of the way of the location of where the sound's coming from, the point in space. Raynard, it is your turn.
Come on, Raina, get him down. Let's go.
All right. Ranar.
The spider
Alright,
is
so-
oozing and bleeding from different places now, by the way, and it's missing a leg.
Oh.
It's like,
Yeah, its head is half caved in, but it's still fighting.
All right, cool. All right, let's do another stabbity doo with the spear.
Oh, but the spear's on
Oh,
the
you dropped
ground.
the spear.
So you,
Oh,
that's an
flapping.
action. You can take an
flap.
action to pick it up, or you can draw a new weapon for a free action.
I'm just gonna thorn whip him again.
All right, thorn whip, roll to hit.
Thorn whip him, and that's with disadvantage. Damn, I forgot to roll the disadvantage. That's not gonna hit anyway. Well, that's a 1. That's another natural 1.
Well, you can't drop a thorn whip, but you
That's
can.
that's 2 natural 1s in a row, Russell. I'm not liking these D&D Beyond dice.
So you know what happens is that you actually do hit it, but it doesn't do any damage. But instead of you pulling the spider towards you, you pull yourself to the spider.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Right.
that tracks. Thanks, mate.
Yeah,
Thanks, mate.
no worries.
Hang on. Let's
The
let's see
spider
if I
turns
can.
around and tries to sink its teeth back into you.
Actually, it
Yeah.
doesn't, because I'm going to use my bonus action Misty Step this time around.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna
So-
misty step to where?
I'm going to Misty Step to behind Asta, where she is.
Okay, so quite
Yeah.
a long way.
Yeah.
It's about
Well, it's
15
30
to
feet.
20 feet that you move.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Okay, so you do that. At which point the spider seems a little bit confused and goes for Gildreus instead.
Very good.
Oi.
Very good.
Was it? What's your armor class, Gildreus?
13.
Oh dear.
oh dear.
take another 9 points of piercing damage, Gildreas.
Why am I adding? I need to be subtracting.
Heals you.
Now, you're already
Poisoned.
poisoned. This is interesting.
Can't be double poisoned, can I?
You can't be double poisoned, but you can make a saving throw to avoid another level of. You can't receive the condition again, but you can take more poison damage.
Okay.
So you make another saving throw at advantage.
Because I've got the
But because
resistance,
you're at disadvantage,
it's just normal, flat.
It's just a flat
yeah.
saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm glad we got our heads around that.
9. Oh,
This one's been a tricky one.
Oh,
Dang, man.
okay.
right, how much more?
Another 10 points of poison damage.
You did it?
Nope.
Man.
Goodness.
Give you my healing word when I offered it before.
But Gildreas, the good news is it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to.
Say what you want about old Gil. He's used to taking a beating, though.
Yeah. No. Gil. Gil attacks again with disadvantage.
All right, go Gil. Roll the hit.
Oh,
Natural 1 on that.
Oh,
God.
so you literally just drop one of your axes as you try to swing at it.
All right.
You've lost that axe, at least for now.
Okay.
Going for your other axe, yeah?
Yeah, my light hammer. Yep.
Right, your left hand.
Gentlemanly
Okay.
discourse.
Light hammer, off you go. Disadvantage.
Holy fuck, these are the worst rolls I've ever seen.
Wow.
That's a 7.
across
Okay.
the board, man.
Well, you don't drop it at least, so there's that. That's
Right,
good news.
internalizing Gil is starting to actually really believe that this is a cursed journey.
Okay, that's
He's-
fair enough too.
Yeah.
Torrin, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I go to whack him in the face with my hammer, hopefully killing him this time.
All right,
Let's see.
roll ahead.
14.
14. 14 does hit. Just
Oh,
hits.
yes.
You do hit.
All right.
All right, roll your damage, Torrin.
9 damage.
So, Torrin, when you smack the spider this
Decent.
time, what do you reckon happens? How do you kill the spider?
Yay.
I reckon
Describe
I get him
to the
straight
group.
between the eyes, and there's just yucky, gooey stuff spraying out from everywhere, like one of those really bad B-rated horror movies, you know, where there's
Right.
just blood pouring out everywhere.
Right,
And
green goo just
yeah.
explodes from the spider's face as you smash it, and,
yeah,
and it collapses. All of its legs just drop, and it collapses onto its thorax.
a satisfying
Yeah,
end to a terrible, terrible battle. Let's do that.
Kind of
Yeah.
continues twitching for another minute after that, but it's dead.
All right.
Some of its
so,
eyes are still kind of moving around, looking at you as it lays there,
Oh,
unable
yuck.
to move.
Gil
So,
drops down to one knee and just coughs up a little bit of blood, wipes his mouth.
All right, anyone for a barbecue spider for dinner?
I'll have a bit of spider. Russell, is there any sort of mechanic in D&D for morale?
For morale,
Yeah.
I use wisdom saving throws for morale.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind then. It's all right. We'll just keep that as is.
We have a gong master here,
I
though.
was thinking,
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
Ragnar
some gong
himself.
music, you know?
atmospheric.
Well, that's what I mean. Like Ragnar would probably need a little bit of comforting after that terrible episode.
I comfortingly play my gong.
Would you like to make a performance check?
Sure.
Because if you roll a 1,
Shit, if you
12.
fail, it's gonna be.
he might go and throw himself off the cliff.
Yeah, I know. Throw myself in the water.
A 12.
Well, it's
It's alright.
it's all right. It's the thought that counts, right?
I pick up Raynar's axe and I hand it to him and give him a pat on the back. That's what a manly dwarf would do. That's the best you get, really.
Thank you, Torrin. It is a spear, though. I think you have a little bit of
Yeah,
you have
That's
a
my
little bit of a problem with axes there. This isn't a loot either.
they all look the same to me. Who would any cares? Just take it.
All right. Thank you anyway. So I've got
Given half a chance, you'd bludgeon with anything.
yeah. I got my spear back. All right. So
Well,
should we continue
20
then?
minutes out of town. Shall we continue on this journey?
I mean, we are close enough to town that we could go back and have a rest again and then come back out again if you want.
Maybe that's a good
Round
idea.
It was more like an hour, to be fair, but yes.
Go back.
Imagine they're just rocking up to the door and it's like, "Hey guys, we're back again."
Can we have those blessings again?
Can we have those blessings and some food
Got any
and
more
stuff again?
blessings?
Oh, we could go to the pub again. That's a great idea.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Go to the tavern,
Head
get
off.
drunk, and that'll be our day, and go again the next
Head off
day.
tomorrow.
This was a test run. I'm just trying it out.
We could always just have a rest,
Why don't we continue for a little while? Keep an eye out for anything strange. I mean, the normal roads, right? We're not expecting to see anything dangerous again. Maybe we'll just leave harmless spiders alone.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to be fine. I'm sure nothing's going to attack us for the for the foreseeable future. We're good.
Why don't we move on to the next landmark and then set up camp there?
Surely not. All right.
What do you classify as a landmark?
An hour passes by.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Just to be certain.
Bill?
Yeah. Sorry, I was going to say, Rana, just to be certain, he's going to cast Detect Poison and Disease as a ritual spell.
Okay. Detect poison and disease. That is an interesting choice of spells.
What does that mean?
Let's see how that works.
I can sense the presence and locations of poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of me. It only lasts for 10 minutes though.
Took you 10 minutes to
kinda
cast as well.
So you sure you want to do that?
No, I mean it doesn't cost me a spell slot.
It's got a 30-foot range. It's not exceptionally useful out here in the wild. It might be useful in a dungeon if you're trying to figure out whether or not the locket that you're about to open is, do you remember the scene where you had the ring and you were trying to figure out what was in it? It'd be good for that. Yeah. But it wouldn't. It's as a non-directed passive
wouldn't be
thing.
great
It's
for...
not great.
All right. Yeah, I forget
Good for
about
traps,
that then.
Good
No ritual spell for me. Yeah.
So as a natural explorer of the Underdark, if we travel for an hour, we're all alert to any dangers that may be around us. Right. So I'd say we just go to the next landmark and maybe set up camp there.
All right. So
cool.
First of all, make a perception check, everybody, please, as you're traveling. This is like an hour after you kill the spiders. You've been wandering for another hour now.
Okay.
7.
So
18.
I don't have to use this.
The hour is up.
For that then, because it's an hour after. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay. Cool.
Well, my favorite terrain. I love how broken this is. I double my proficiency.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Wow.
So that
favorite terrain, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So 17.
17. Okay. Cool. All right. So you hear in the distance the sound of. That continues. You work out that it sounds like the beating hooves of some animal. Possibly a rider. Coming from the direction that you're heading.
Guys, there's a rider approaching us. Old Gil reckons maybe we just hide off to the side. Maybe one of us stays on the road to greet the traveler and see what his deal is.
All right, I can do that if you want. I'll stand out here while you guys go and hand behind that rock over there.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure. Don't have to ask me twice.
All right, let's go hide behind the rock.
All right,
I'm hiding behind the rock.
Okay, so you can make stealth checks. You can have advantage, all of you, because you're helping each other, and you've got time to sort this out.
Advantage.
I have disadvantage on stealth, so
that evens it out, and you get
evens it out.
Yep.
Good rolls though. 16 for Rana.
Oh, Esther.
Esther, is that a 2? Okay.
Oh shucks.
No matter about the disadvantage situation.
Esther doesn't realize that her entire shoulder is sticking out from behind the rock or something.
Right.
It's got like the bright cleric robes or something.
Right. This is pauldron or something.
The shiny golden robes didn't really work out well for
another half a
stealth.
foot longer than she thought it did.
That's
right. Okay, so as you're sitting there, you hear this loud noise getting louder. This sounds like a horseman or somebody on some sort of mount. And as they begin to approach, you see it looks like a dwarf, an armored dwarf with a helmet on, like a pot helm, like a nasal helm, with a chainmail coif that hangs from his face, kind of like so only his eyes are visible. You can see his beard poking out from the bottom of the coif. And he's riding this black pony, this very stout black pony, very quickly. He's got a spear at his side. He's wearing the official uniform of Uthdark, which is the city that you've just left. And he's riding towards the city. And he kind of, you see the horse kind of wobble slightly as he gets close to you, because he's obviously seen one of you from behind the rock. That must have been Asta. And he sort of stops. He comes to a stop and he turns the horse around and he raises one hand, his gloved hand, and he says, "Hail!"
Okay, I do.
Beware, hairy little men, evil little scoundrels, beware! And he turns back and he starts riding again.
Oh, okay, so he's drunk, was it? Hello there. Can what are you up to? What's the story?
Riding off.
He's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right then. Shit.
He's in a hurry.
Yeah. Okay. Evil man ahead. I tell everyone, evil man ahead. Apparently, that drunk said.
Did he go riding back towards where he came from, or towards
towards the city?
Uthdark?
Towards
Okay.
Uthdark, yeah, past you to Uthdark.
Evil hairy man.
You can make a. Let me see, something obvious.
Would I know
make
about
a-
evil
make a-
hairy men in the Underdark?
You can make a history check.
History check.
History.
Yep,
Are we all doing it?
if you like.
Yeah, I'll make a history check with my -1 to history.
Yeah, me too.
No,
Oh yeah,
13.
it's 2.
I got
two
16.
from-
I might not be stealthy, but at least I'm a little bit better with history.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
Torrin and Asta, you've heard of the DERRO. The DERRO are a clan of very evil dwarves. They're
sure.
completely psychotic and
DERROs.
they're said to be insane. They're said to worship evil gods. Many thousands of years ago, they left the fold of Moradin and went off to become wild dwarves. And ever since that point, they've been the sworn enemies of your clans.
Oh, okay.
They have made incursions against your cities many times, and they continue to do so. You don't know too much about them yourselves because you've never encountered them yourselves before, but you've heard a few stories. The one thing that you know, Asta, there's one thing you've heard is that they have these magic users amongst them. Occasionally, one of them is born with supernatural powers, and those ones are very dangerous and are said to be able to turn invisible.
Ew.
But the others don't know that, just you. As for the rest of you, perception, investigation check will do for this.
Investigation.
It's an intelligence check, basically.
All of them. Hey, natural 20 for a total of
19.
19.
Nice.
Okay, so to everybody except basically Gildreas and Liv, it's kind of obvious that this guard is coming from somewhere and is off to warn the city. If that wasn't already obvious.
All
All right.
Cool.
So you continue along the road, I assume.
I would, yeah. Yep.
Okay, and eventually, up on your right-hand side, you see in the distance the light of a fire peeking out from a tiny little aperture in the distance, very high up, maybe 150 feet up off the ground above the road. So the wall on the side of the road, and then as you get closer, you see that there's literally a dwarven guard tower has been carved into the wall on the right-hand side. And you can see imagery carved onto that of some of the battles and wars and fights and myths of the dwarven pantheon on the side of that guard tower. And near the top of it is this flat slit, and inside that you can see firelight. Just a tiny little flicker of firelight coming through there.
I say we head up there, rest for the night.
At the bottom of that tower, there is a gate.
Boy, so which way are we going, Gil? Are we going through the gate down there? Is that the path?
So I'm gonna, because we don't have everybody on Roll20 right now, do we?
Oh shit!
I'm there.
I can jump on. Yeah.
You can jump on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you all in the campaign? This
Okay.
campaign?
Yep.
The other one, but let me just log in.
How do we get into?
Did I reset this?
No.
I can send you an invitation.
Yep. Uthdark Hold launch.
Did you want me to send invitations or?
Okay, I'm back in. Yeah, I need an invitation.
Yeah.
All right, I have to exit the game.
I'm in. That's
Damn
just
it.
loading.
That's cool.
I'm in.
Unless it's no, that's one that I made. What did I?
Invite players. Okay, copying the link. Sharing it in chat. And this is in Zoom chat.
Alright.
Oh, Zoom chat. Okay, yep.
Launch.
Ooh, I see people. I see dead people. I mean, no. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've got tokens at this point. Probably not.
I've got my old token.
Got your old token. Are you able to upload your old token to... I don't suppose you can.
Yeah, how do we change our tokens? How do I change it?
Well, what I have to, you have to give me a token. I have to upload it,
Yeah.
and then I have to give you control of it. Or no,
You can make
even-
our icon, right?
I can just give you like a really random basic token just to use for today, which will be. Let me just search for dwarf. Dwarf
Oh,
barbarian.
I'm getting a bit of feedback from you, Russell.
It's coming through Roll20, I think.
Ah, hold on.
So
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
I'll fix that.
If you mouse over him, you can just mute him in Roll20.
Yeah, I might just.
Oh, I can mute myself and roll 20. There we go. Done.
Hey, that's it.
Done. Okay. How many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Paste. Okay, that's.
I'm surprised to see Tim isn't jumping in to listen.
I think he's working. He gets
Working tonight.
Yeah,
Alright,
well, whatever time it is in Australia.
2 hours
Control.
behind us. So I mean, it's still like 7
Alright.
p.m.
I think it's when it starts was the issue.
Move. I'm just giving everybody the same token right now.
That'll
But
be fine, I think.
next, yeah, but next time we can have proper individual tokens.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll teach you how to make them in token stamp, guys, between now and then. Who's next? So I've got Liv, I've got Torin, Rayna. Here we go. Nameplate controlled by Philip. And that leaves Gildreas. Controlled by... Is that James T, I assume? Okay. Can you move... Oh, I suppose you can't move your tokens because you're not here yet. Alright. So you should be moving to a new map right now.
Yep.
Okay, there should be nothing on that map at this point. So I'm just
There
going
is nothing.
to throw some shit on there. This is going to be really rough.
These us or are they?
Yeah, those are you. Those are you
bad
guys.
boys. Okay.
You should be able to move them around. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right.
Why does it do that? Every single time I reopen Roll20, it makes the avatars massive. So annoying.
Oh,
Okay, so this is the road. And this is the tower. Let me see. Draw shape. That's the wall at the front.
Oh, yep.
There's the gate. Okay. And you guys are... on the token layer. This, everything else should be on the map layer. Here we go. Okay. Now let's objects and tokens. Where are they? Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh.
It's a great system, but not on the fly, right?
Oh, it's... Well, it should be. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not easy on the fly, to be fair. Alright, objects and tokens. So you guys are over here, coming along the side.
Yep. Very
I
good.
think you're missing one of us, potentially me. Because there's only 4 and there's 5 in this party.
2, 3, 4. You're right, there is 5 in this party. I am right. Yes, sorry.
It's okay. I
I'll
was like trying to
fix
figure
that.
out where I was meant to be looking.
Somebody's hiding.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
1 second. I'll fix that in a moment. Okay, so the big black block on the left, on the top, is basically the chasm. Okay.
Chasm. Right. Yeah.
So that's down to certain death. Meanwhile, so the map layer. Get back to the tokens. Tokens. Okay, copy, paste, boof. Change the settings. That's not Reyna. That's gonna be Asta. Save. So there should be 5 now.
Cool.
What are those?
Little blips.
Little blips. All right. Okay.
Little blips.
I think that's a bit clearer.
All right.
All right. So you're traveling along the road and you get to this. There's this huge, towering. Basically, you realize it's a guard tower. It's a watchtower.
Right.
All right. And what do you do as you're approximately 100 feet away from the gate right now?
What's the architecture like on the guard tower?
Well, as I say, it's...
What does it look like?
It's very dwarven, clearly. It's got Moradin and the various, what are they called? The dwarven pantheon carved onto the side of it.
So it's got Moradin on the side of it.
Yeah.
And it looks to be in good repair, it's not dilapidated or anything like that.
It's not utterly dilapidated. It's not in perfect condition though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about
Sorry, Gudras, you go.
if anyone's feeling particularly skittish about this, why don't one of us sneak up to it and just have a listen, see if there's anything going on that fire up the top.
Sounds like you're the man for the job there, Gil.
Oh, Gil, yeah. All right, I'll sneak towards the gate. Mentioned door's locked.
Yep, you get. Okay, so you're going to sneak up to the gate. So we're going to do a stealth check.
Cool. That is a 14.
A 14. All right, you approach the guard tower.
Okay, which one is me? It's this bad boy there. Just tell me when to stop in case anything happens.
All right, 1 second. Let me come back to the roll 20. All right, yep, so you get right up to the gate.
I assume that's a gate there.
That big white thing is the gate, yes. Yep. And it's currently shut.
Locked by any means?
Looks like it might be locked. Not sure how
I would like to
locked.
inspect this gate.
Right.
Yeah, to give it maybe just the slightest bit of jiggles, not too much, a little bit of pressure. See if it moves.
Does not. It moves very slightly before whatever is barring it on the back of it stops it from moving.
So it's locked from the back.
Yeah.
Like one might imagine they call those big bars of wood that they put over the top of them.
Yeah. Like it's been barred.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a good sign or is it a bad sign? What does the ground look like on the going into the gate? Does it look like the path is?
You make a survival check.
Yeah, it's been used frequently. Okay, I'm also because I'm proficient, I can double that, so that's a 10.
Right. So 10 is your survival check?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's obvious that there are definitely hoof prints and footprints in the dust on the road outside. It doesn't rain very often down here, so, whatever footprints are there, they tend to stay there for some time. There's a bit of a wind occasionally that rattles its way through these caverns, caves, and tunnels, but for now it seems to be pretty steady.
So the rider mentioned like he was riding almost from an ambush or an attack. I'm theorizing here. So it probably wouldn't have been here because it doesn't look like an attack. Essentially, it happened. Just looks like normal passage.
Looks like normal passage. You can make a... I don't know. Yeah, I think it's best that you just work it out.
Yeah. Gil's thinking in his head, scratching. I'm gonna walk back to the party and I'm gonna pass the same information back on to them.
All right. So you go back to the party and you explain to them what you've seen. All right.
So it seems to me that this rider has probably warned this guardhouse about the impending, shall we say, the impending attack, perhaps, or the danger of an attack.
As a paladin of Moradin, when I see Moradin on the gates, I kind of think that there's it's a safe harbor. I don't think there should be too much problems here. I think we should investigate.
Should we announce our presence?
I think it's safe to do so.
If you want to give that gong a big hit, maybe.
Seem like anyone's inside?
There's a fire at the top of the.
Alright, I do a very deliberate slam of my gong as loud as I can.
Boom! It reverberates through the cavern, making a very loud noise, and you hear voices from far above you. You can make a perception check each.
Perception check.
21.
It would be 12 for me.
12.
15.
15.
Come on.
All right, Raina.
11 for me.
Okay, even with 11, you guys can pretty much tell they sound like dwarves. They're speaking in dwarvish, and they sound gruff, and they have dwarvish accents. and they're talking to each other. But you can't tell what they're saying, but you get the impression it's Dwarvish. And then you hear someone call out from the window, "Hold! Who goes there?"
We're a party from Uthdark. We need shelter for the night.
You want safe harbor
dark.
here?
Aye.
Wait.
Are you a Silverstone?
Might be.
You're a cousin.
Why'd you ask that?
I'm a Silverstone.
Why do you think I'm a Silverstone?
There's only like 7 clans. So we're all related down here.
We'll see. A couple of minutes later, you hear footsteps coming down something on the other side of the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the door begins to crack open slightly, and you can see a number of pikes sticking out in your direction. Halberds, pikes, polearms facing your direction. And you see this guy opening the door. He looks out, looks around at you, opens the door a bit further. You can see there's 5 dwarves there wearing fairly decent armor, their helmets on, all ready for combat. And he opens the gate. All right then. You look like you're safe. Come inside, quickly.
Rana walks and strides inside.
Yeah, I'd rock in. I'll be like, "Where's the ale? Let's go." What
Yeah.
Did you bring ale? Did you? They shut the door, and they lock it.
I can make some if you've got the ingredients and a month to spare.
Oh, of course, that's what we've got time for. Of course. Listen, we don't have a lot of time. We've had a sighting. Come upstairs. They start heading back up the stairs, winding their way up the guard tower until they get to the top. And I assume you guys are going to follow them.
Yep.
All right. And basically, there's about 8 soldiers here sleeping in shifts, and this is just a watchtower. That's their job. They watch. And he says to you, "Well, we had a sight of some DERRO earlier this evening, so we sent a messenger to Uthdark. You might have seen
we
him."
met this messenger.
I see. Good. And where are you traveling?
We are headed to what's the name of the place? Kinhold. We're headed to Kinhold, the fastest route that we can find.
Why would you be going to Kinhold? There's nothing there. It's shut down after the Haegra.
That's a mission.
That was 200 years ago. Surely you've got no business in Kinhold. The place is dead.
Russell, do I know what the Haegra is?
Yes, the Haegra was the Exodus.
The exhibit, yeah, right. Yeah,
Right.
okay,
It's
cool.
like when everybody left the city, and the dwarves downsized from 7 cities first of all to 6 cities, and then to 5, and now 4. So this has happened 3 times. The Haegra has happened 3 times.
This is common knowledge.
Yeah.
With the dwarves. Cool.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it
secret to the dwarves? Yeah.
our mission to get these clerics? Is
They're some Uthdark folk.
Sorry, Asta, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, our mission to get the clerics, is that secret in any way?
Well, that's kind of up to you. You know, you can use your best judgment. Nobody specifically said that, but you know, it's church business. It's temple business.
I'm not sure how dwarves go with secrecy. You know, they tend to be pretty loud and
Straight up
drunk, and probably don't like secrecy much.
They kept the dwarven curse a secret for a while, so I imagine
That's
they're
true.
quite
From others, though, not
Yeah.
from dwarves.
Not from dwarves, yeah. Perhaps it's like perhaps dwarves
also-
and secrecy is like a very rare thing, but like very important when it is.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. I think that the overall stereotype is somewhat true, but it is a stereotype, and it doesn't mean that it's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd want to keep this a secret, though. I mean, all we're doing is rescuing a bunch of people, that decided to stay after the Haegra.
I'd also probably mention that because there's so much familial bond within dwarves, there's probably not. It's difficult to keep secrets, because there's so much of them that are family.
Right,
and close.
Close clans and family. Yeah, small units.
Yeah,
there's not that many of them because they're dwindling. So those are all true.
Who wants to spill the beans?
Common cause
You've
is
got
probably
beans
quite
to spill, do you? He says. Tell us your beans.
I'll spill the beans.
Go on then.
We've beans to spill, although no beans ourselves. Only mushrooms in this party, but. We're headed to bring back some of our folk.
What?
Some of our folk are up there. There was a disagreement, and they've headed up there, and they don't want to come back. So we've gone up there to make peace and bring them back.
Oh, that's very admirable of you, but it's a long, long way.
All right.
Come to think of it, we did have a party go through here mentioning Kinhold a little while ago. Do you remember that, lad? Aye, I do remember that. Oh, they haven't come back, though, have they? No.
Aye, people...
Would you like some mushrooms?
Oh, I'll have a mushroom.
He hands you a bag of blackened mushroom pieces that have been they've turned into a kind of a candy.
Yeah. I'll have some mushrooms.
Oh, nice. Mushroom jerky. Looks good.
Mushroom jerky. Yeah, that's it. Mushroom jerky.
That's what it is. Little black slices of mushroom.
So have you got any ale here? Tell us about these other travelers. Do you know anything about them?
Ale! All right, then get the ale. Come on, then, lads. They bring out a keg of ale and they pop it on the table. As you're talking, one of the guards is standing over, looking out through the slit. There's a horizontal slit that's about hip or about shoulder height, all the way around this room, with a couple of breaks where the pillars are holding up the roof.
Right.
It's also supported from the inside of the structure as well, where the stairs are. And they bring out the keg of ale and they put it on the table and they start pouring flagons of ale. There you go. Pass them
Dwarven
around.
hospitality, hell yeah.
I'll take one.
I don't have anything too tasty besides mushrooms and ale, but yes.
Mushrooms and ale is fine.
Yeah, there's nothing better than mushrooms and ale, I think.
What's the news from Uthdark? Anyhow, I haven't been there for a while. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been stationed out here.
Well, there's an elf up there.
Oh, yeah, we did see an elf wander out down these roads not long ago.
Aye. She can handle her booze, too. I mean, she can handle her booze the day after.
We weren't sure whether we should be shooting at her or locking her up or what, but she had papers.
She's got purple eyes. That's how you recognize her.
Right. But she had papers.
She's all right. Oh, well, papers will do it as well.
Yeah.
How long ago did you see this elf by any chance? We're talking with the other party that came through here, or you're talking recently?
No, just a few hours ago.
Okay.
We saw her before that. We saw her a couple of days back as well. Came through this way, going the other direction, heading towards us.
Interesting. Okay.
Aye. From this direction.
Aye.
Interesting.
These elves, you just can't trust them, can you? As I drink more ale.
So which way are you travelling to Kinhold? There's a couple of routes you're looking at taking then. You're going to go down
we
by
thought
the...
we might we thought we might travel down by the out of game, Russell, is it Ungor Mok?
Abnog.
Angormak.
Abnog-gur. Sorry, Abnog-gur is what I was thinking of. That's the route we're deciding to take, right?
Yeah, that's the Drow City.
Yeah. We were thinking to pass
the
skirt by
the rumored Drow City.
The rumored Drow city of Abnog-gur.
Really?
Where do the roads diverge? I mean, I thought like if we're heading out this way, the way we're going right now.
Probably another 20 miles from here, they'll diverge left and right.
Ah, okay.
Left will take you to the Underlock, and to the Forge Gate, and ultimately to the surface. Or otherwise, you can continue through there, and of course, the other option, if you're mad crazy and you want to die and you have a death wish, you can take the river.
The river.
And what makes the river so dangerous there?
Wait till you see it. You've never seen the river here, huh? The waterfalls.
I'm a sailor myself.
Mostly the waterfalls and the white water.
Waterfalls.
Yeah. It's crashing through small cracks and falling thousands of feet at a time.
Thousands of feet at a time. Those are quite some waterfalls.
I wouldn't want to be
Dwarves
in a boat.
can't swim, can we?
We can sail, though.
You can swim. Maybe not very well, but, there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to swim. Quite boring.
I don't know how to swim.
Right. Fair enough.
I just thought everyone else was the same.
You'd have to be taught how to swim, to be fair, but it's not physically impossible.
I think it would be
Probably
with a gong.
difficult. And armor,
tied around your neck.
Just sink.
I imagine D&D has some rules on armor as well, armor and swimming.
Yeah, probably disadvantage. No,
This was
5e.
probably, yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just avoid water at this point.
I mean, you say that, but I'm a sailor. I have navigated as a proficiency. That's something you know about me now.
When were you a sailor?
It's just part of my build. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But like when? Like,
Let's give some background, Renata.
This is a
Right.
character.
This is main character. Saying, when were you a sailor? Sorry.
Well, my druid circle, my circle is we hang around the coast of one of the big inland lakes in the Underdark. Russell, you want to help me out with a big inland lake name?
I didn't give you one, huh?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Well, I don't think I actually told you that. I skirted. I think I mentioned that. I like the water, but I don't think I actually outright told you that I was a coastal druid circle.
Right.
So this is us. I'm imagining us now in this tower, sort of having a pint. Having some mushrooms and having a pint and sort of maybe getting to know each other a little bit more. Maybe that's what we're up to.
Right.
So what kind of you swam on a dinghy, or did you have an actual boat?
Oh no, we sail boats. Yep.
You could fit
We sail
a
boats.
boat in the
On a
underground lake.
Hold on. So
It's called
druid.
the Glitter Heimdall.
Glitter Heimdall. Oh, the Glitter Heimdall. Oh, she's a Grand Lake. Grand Lake.
So you're telling
there's
me
a breeze
that
we
there's
can sail on.
dwarven druids that go sailing in the Underdark. Is that? Oh, okay.
Now, out of game again, just so that we can flesh out this story, Russell.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe this druid circle would be made of creatures that weren't just dwarves?
Sure.
Do you reckon? Because it's a druid circle.
Yeah, that's feasible.
Yeah, so maybe you could have some gnomes and halflings, maybe even a couple of elves. I don't know, maybe too much about the elves.
And elves might not be so likely in the Underdark. Gnomes, for sure. I don't see any problem with that. And I think there might be some other creatures that we can discuss.
Maybe a couple humans.
Technically, Rook was the first elf you met, though. When you
Good point. Yep.
It's possible that there is like a renegade drow in that circle, maybe. But we can talk about that. It's not important right now.
All right. So in answer to your question there, Liv, I think it was it Liv who asked the question about?
Yes. How about your boats?
Yep. Aye. Mini boats. Yep. Mini boats. Many dwarves. We have some gnomes as well. Gnomes in our circle. Yep. Of a particular penchant for mushrooms and fish. Yep.
And how far out did you sail?
Ooh,
I would think there's an
sometimes we.
island too out there.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, there is an island in not quite the middle, but close enough to the middle of the lake there.
Does it
It'd
not
take
get
you
boring
about a
just going
half
around
day.
the same lake, circles and circles and circles?
Well, you see that around the outskirts of the lake, there are, we're not quite so big a circle to dominate the entire lake, or not dominate, but take care of the entire lake. So, there's a certain amount of stewardship that we have to maintain on the outskirts of the lake. Yeah,
And you
I
sail
would say. And we sail.
with
It's
the
the
sail.
fastest way to get across the water. And paddles as well.
Mm. You're a queer dwarf, Raina.
Yep. Have a mushroom.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay, so do you guys take a short rest or a long rest here?
I
A long rest
think a
would be
long
better.
rest would be ideal.
And a long rest. Man, if I'd known we were taking a long rest, I would have done way more to those spiders. That's all right.
Fair
You can take a
enough.
long rest.
Fair enough. Okay. So you
Um,
take your long rest. Yep.
Just in case they don't know how to do it on.
D&D Beyond. you
Yeah.
can-
So you click your character's name, and it should bring a few menu up on the side, and there'll just be a button long rest there.
And then take long rest.
Yep, and that's all.
Ready to roll.
And then confirm. That should just reset you nice and goodly.
So with your sailing expertise there, do you think maybe we should go for the lock instead? Was that the lake under the lake? I remember someone mentioning.
Well, that's what I was pushing for, but I was outvoted, you see.
Well,
Stand outvoted.
The elf isn't here anymore, so
Well, we're meeting her along our journey, and she's
Democracy is a
assuming that we're
tenet of
going
the
that way.
dwarven creed.
Mm.
We don't want to miss her.
That's true. That's true. I vote, although I disagree with the initial decision. I vote we stay our course.
Okay.
She's only a couple hours ahead of us, so we could meet up with her at any point.
Shall we get going then?
But
Let's have
time, I suppose.
let's have some mushroom breakfast.
Let me just
And,
fill out
head off.
my travel flagon with a little bit of the sail here, and yeah, we can.
Oh,
we can make
I'll
a
do
move.
that. I'll do that also.
Hmm.
All right, so you fill up, get some
Yep.
supplies. Yep.
Can we ask the guards what to expect on the road ahead of us?
They say, well, there's how far ahead? I mean, you're traveling to. You want
How
to
far?
Past, you want to take the right path towards the fast track to Kinhold. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of drow attacks on that road.
What's your definition of a lot?
Well, first of all, nobody lives at Kinhold, so we don't even know if the drow have just taken over the whole freaking city.
Mm.
So
What's the furthest that you scout up ahead from this guard tower? Are there any more guard towers along the way?
This is it.
So you probably range a mile, 2 miles from here.
We don't. There are rangers that probably do.
Oh, you're looking at one. Old
Right.
Gil.
Well,
Right.
then, old Gil, perhaps you could tell us what the deal is.
That's the old Gil.
All right, I'm gonna cast my mind, and I'm gonna think ahead of what I know in my travels,
Mhm.
like 100 odd years of ranging,
Right.
and I assume that's a history check,
That could be a history check, yeah.
or all right, history.
History. Yeah, you asked for history.
Yeah, 4.
Well, the problem is, Gil, is that you've spent all your ranging years working out of a different city.
Mm.
And so, whilst you know these roads, you've been here before, you're not that familiar with them, and it's been a long time since you've been here.
Very different when you're going from a different direction. Like a street going north is not the same street going south.
Right.
Metaphysics.
Right.
Oh, I agree. I mean, sometimes I have my left hand, but then I use my right hand, and it's completely different. I completely
Aye.
understand.
Right.
That's perfectly summation.
It's
Perfect
like
Stay the
some
summation.
course.
person.
Hey, just
Gil will
one
keep us
one
safe.
question before we leave there, Mr. Guard. Um, the other party that went through here, did they take the same path that we did, or did they take a different path? The one that never returned.
Oh, I must tell you, they didn't tell us nothing about that. They
Oh,
wouldn't speak
okay.
to us. They were aesir, and their leader was a proven blooded warrior, a Ragnangar.
Oh,
So these
Ragnar, okay.
Ragnar.
these veterans, they would not speak to the likes of us.
So they just kept going, or did they stop for a bit of ale and didn't talk or nothing?
They just continued from here. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you're less than 2 hours from the city. They didn't stop here after 2 hours and take a long rest.
Well, you know, I got a sore leg. I didn't mention that, but I do have a sore leg, and so you know, we had to stop. Yeah.
Right.
I got hungry.
So, can I ask you a question then? Would you like us to leave you out of our next report then?
Oh, if anyone, if you have to send a report, say this amazing troop of dwarves, like heroic and strong, just rode through the place. And if you do that, I'll give you a gold. What do you say?
We will say that if you can include in your report that we got rid of two extremely vile looking
Huge,
giant spiders,
massive,
huge,
yeah,
Size of wagons.
Oh, you do get those
bigger.
big spiders here. Yes, the giant spiders. Aye. Every one of us here has killed about a dozen of them.
Oh no,
Well,
they're way bigger. These were.
Yeah,
must
no,
be like
these
the
ones are
parents.
special. Yeah.
You should be thanking us for saving you.
So the corpses will be on the road then.
Smashed to
no,
pieces.
no. We pushed them over the edge into the cavern. Of course, you didn't want to miss at the road.
Yeah,
Then we
that's
burn
right,
the
that's
rest.
right. Yeah, that's
I
right.
see. Right.
Yeah, huge,
right.
huge.
Well, I'd rather not take your gold, but as you seem to be bearing the symbols of Moradin, I will take your blessings.
Oh, absolutely. Well, blessed be, and you know, may Moradin guide you through the future.
And
Maybe our cleric can bless you.
the guards will literally line up to take your blessings.
Oh crap. Okay, that'll be 1 gold per blessing, and Asta will be taking care of that for you.
You're looking to get yourself cast out of the you can
Please ignore Torin.
We've got like 50 cousins in this fort, you know. Like,
you suddenly discover that
cousin.
you discover that your class features stop working, and you are now a fighter instead of a paladin. As Moradin no longer looks with any favor upon you for charging money for your spells.
It's okay.
Okay. Asta here will bless all of you. Go for it, Asta. Let them know the blessings that you know so religiously and you've been trained in for the last 4 or 5 years. So you must know like the back of your hand.
Thanks, Torin.
Perfect. Word for word.
Perfect.
So, Asta, you don't have guidance, huh?
I
No, you
don't know what that means.
Guidance is a
It's
cantrip.
the cantrip.
Okay, you actually haven't got all of your spells.
No,
I'm looking at your
No, I don't.
Asta. I'm looking at your spell list, and you've got 1 of 3 cantrips. You've got 3 of 5 prepared spells. So you're cheating yourself out of a lot of cool powers.
Someone might have set it up for her. I don't know.
So, Asta, we're going to give you Sacred Flame and Guidance because those are really useful.
Guidance is good. Yeah, guidance is useful.
So we're going to dump those in there. We're also going to give you Command because that's legendary. And we've got another spell to throw in your direction. You've got Prayer of Healing, got Spiritual Weapon. You can change these at a long rest, by the way. So you're just taking a long rest now, so this is a good time to add them in. Bless is always prepared. Why don't we put maybe Guiding Bolt? I'll throw Guiding Bolt in there. You can change these if you want to, but this gives you a better idea of how many spells you have because you were missing quite a few spells. So in any case, you've got that little red button that says Manage Spells, right? And if you go to the grey bars and click on the grey bars, they pop open and give you extra information, including how many you know and how many you've got, and also how many spell slots you've got. And you'll see that if some of them have got prepared in red, and you can unprepare them and choose a different one if you want to, and you can click on each one and it'll pop open and give you a full description of what it does.
Okay.
So there's some homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was busy just trying to learn people's names last week. So,
You're all good.
It never gets any easier.
It does become quite fun to go through all the spells.
It's true.
I usually have a read of the player's handbook on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, you get used to it. Okay, so you've finished your long rest. You have a chat with these guys. Anything else you want to do right now?
Don't think so.
No?
I think we're good to go, eh?
Mm.
All right.
Could
so
get back on the road?
back on the road.
Oh yeah, let's get some more spiders.
All right. Yeah, I heard an
Yeah, that was an like I'm a little bit more wary of spiders.
Okay. Spiders turn out to be a bit more badass than you were expecting, huh?
Indeed.
Or these ones were, yeah. These dice rolls.
Yeah, that between that and the number of
I'm
poisons
blaming
and stuff and all the disadvantages that you had, that made it
completely
especially tricky. All right, so you hit the road. And the
Yep.
dwarves thank you for your blessings, and you head off back on the road again. Are you doing like a solid march, or are you kind of just wandering and meandering?
Do a solid march.
Yeah,
Try
let's
and get
march.
let's get some
Should-
miles under our feet.
Should we
right?
march?
All right,
Yeah,
let's,
should we?
let's get your marching order.
Let's
put
do
your
the
characters
march.
up there on the map in the order that you want to be.
I think Gil will probably take the lead.
All right.
I'll come in right behind Gil, so I can jump ahead if need be.
All right.
So throw them onto the road.
Yep. I'll get up behind Torin, maybe.
Can you see each
I don't know
other's
who's who.
characters' names if you click on them?
No, I can't see other people's names. But what you can do is if you can give yourself a color. So like I can give myself like a orange tag. You can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So we can at least differentiate by color.
I'll be green because I'm a druid.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
how did you give yourself a color?
It's the bottom
Oh,
one.
so if you click on yourself and there's like a little bottom circle that pops up.
There's the 3 color circles at the top. Ignore those.
Yeah.
There's the bottom circle
Oh, yeah.
directly beneath.
Ignore me. Got it.
You got it.
Got it.
You got it.
Cool bananas. All right. So your colors.
Oh, you can have
now
multiple.
Colours.
I see 2 yellow.
Oh.
No, it's because I put it in without looking at what everyone went.
There's a yellow and a yellow.
I'm a purple. Oh, I'm a purple now.
Who's got yellow?
Hey,
and
there you go.
orange?
Yeah, purple, that fits. Yeah, clear.
Well,
Who's orange and yellow?
I'm yellow.
You're also orange.
I noticed that
You
you're-
are also
why
orange.
don't
I'm
you-
colorblind.
Why don't you use the same
You don't
colors
see
as
it.
your ping
I
colors?
can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't you use the same colors as your
well,
ping
my
colors?
pink color. Well, my color is pink, so I'm cool with that.
Oh, mine's red.
I'm black, so what do I do there?
Well, I can
Okay.
change my pink color
So
though. I can make
you
my
s-
ping orange. There you go.
You see your big icon at the bottom left of
Oh,
the
yeah, I see
screen,
that.
right? Those have got little colors next to them. You can click on those, change your colors.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go white.
I'll be
for
a pinky
me.
boy.
I'm white.
Pinky is one of my all-time favorite chocolate bars.
All right. So
Really? No, come on,
It's-
not the pinky
It's delicious.
bar. Come on, mate.
Yeah,
Just marshmallow.
Right.
It's nice.
pinky bar's delicious.
No. Pixie
No.
Caramel. Pixie Caramel.
No,
all
it's
the way.
pink, mate.
Pixie caramel's
It's
pretty
Pixie
good.
caramel.
You get
Oh,
out of
Pixie
here.
caramels are great.
They're
Come on.
fantastic.
Oh, a longer lasting chew. No way.
Oh, it is
Any
the
last
last
my chews
requests?
to be short and done.
Any last requests?
Any last requests? Pixie caramel.
I'll have a Pixie caramel, mate.
You gotta sing the whole Crunchy Bar song now as well.
Yeah. Milky bars
Life's
are
a
on,
whole
baby.
long journey
man.
before you get too
Yep.
old. Don't miss an
Hey,
opportunity to
crunchy.
strike a little growth.
Hokey pokey bar.
You're all dead.
It's crunchy.
What was
hokey
this
pokey
about
bar.
marching and not meandering? Like,
Oh, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
so you guys are
Well,
talking about
these are the
food
marching
as
songs.
As you're marching.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
It does
Old
make sense
dwarven
that
marching songs.
dwarves
Yeah.
should have marching songs. I think that's absolutely
Striking gold.
Oh, it's not
Crazy
like that.
crunchy.
What's that Snow White song? The I ho. It's off. It's off to Uthdark we go.
right.
Yeah, that's the
Off
one.
to Kinhold in this
Oh,
case.
off to Kinhold we go.
Right.
bloody hell, Totten, keep up.
All right. So you're heading along, and a couple more hours go past. Probably 3 hours go past, and you're wandering along, talking stuff, getting to know each other a little bit more. And eventually, you see there is a shrine on the right-hand side, a shrine to the Moradin Seaman, which is the name of the pantheon of dwarven gods. But you notice, well, no, you don't. You make perception checks. Haha.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah,
15.
21.
21 for
That'll be
Raina.
10 for me then.
I got 10 as well.
Perena.
Right.
I feel like I'm just rolling d10s. I think I've gotten over a 10.
It's giving you the straight median,
Yeah.
nothing above or below.
Right, so Asta 19, Raina 21, Torrin 15, Gildrass is a fail, Liv is a fail. Okay, so Torrin, Raina, and Asta, you notice immediately that the shrine to the Moradin Seaman gods has been clearly desecrated. It's been knocked over, it's been smashed, there's pieces of it on the ground. Moradin's head has been tipped over. This whole statue has been basically turned to the ground and smashed.
What a dumb thing.
So we don't notice that
I'd
at all.
like
We just
to,
think that's normal.
I'd like to approach it.
Well, it's not that you don't notice it, it's just you're
I'd,
not really
I'd like
looking.
to.
Moradin's
Looks like another ruin
beard.
or something.
Who would do such a thing? And I'd walk over and start at least cleaning up.
Moradin's God's beast.
Moradin's foam tankard. What is going on?
So you start picking
Moradin's
up the
brow.
pieces, do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I have a
take-
darkened brow. I'm very, very aggrieved.
After a few minutes, I mean, Liv, obviously, after they start doing this, and same for you, Gildrass, you'll notice all of this, of course. Do you guys get involved with helping clean it up, or are you just
Yeah, just
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right, so it takes about 20 minutes, and you manage to set things back. It's never going to be perfect. This stuff has been smashed, but you go to the trouble of at least tidying it up so that it's not all over the place, and give it some level of respect before moving on again, I take it.
Well, I'd like
Look
to.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to just poke about and see if I can discern what made this mess.
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Can I help him with that investigation?
would you-
You
check?
can help him with that
Oh,
investigation check.
Would you take a
Advantage.
if I'm looking for like what made the mess, like specifically what kind of creature or what kind of animal or person, whatever, would you take a survival check instead?
I think it's an investigation check.
All right, fair enough. I had to try. So, you're helping me, are you?
Yep.
Torin?
Yep, so you have advantage, yeah.
All right.
Got your
let's
back, bro.
try that again. Very good, very good. I can't see that.
13. Intimidation. What the hell?
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. Did I do the wrong one? Whoops.
You intimidate the statue of Moradin.
better not come back here.
You stare menacingly at the shrine.
So that would be 12.
Okay. You're not really able to tell what caused this.
Okay.
It's somebody or something has smashed this shrine.
Gotcha. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
The altar has been overturned. The statues have been tipped over and cracked.
No sign
Moradin
of
and
weapon.
the other
Well,
gods have been defaced. Yeah.
Right.
You would say some sort of blunt trauma, probably, or possibly they just tipped it over. It could have just been somebody literally pushed it over.
Right.
I would say we're heading into unfriendly foreign lands by this point.
Moradin has not blessed this place.
How far are those towers from, the shrine from the tower?
What did I say? 3 hours past?
3 hours, okay.
Probably say about 15 kilometers, maybe 20.
Yeah.
However, that is in miles.
But definitely like outside their patrolling range.
Right. On the very edge.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, into the Badlands we go.
So you continue on.
Remember, we're dwarves. Short. Let's carry on then, eh?
Right. You continue on, and the cavern that you're passing through on the road itself begins to head downhill. And far to the left, you can hear the sound of water. And you believe you must be approaching some point. The river must come through here at some point.
So Ranar's eyes light up at the sound of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's very happy about the water. He likes the water. How far away do you think the water might be, Russell?
A couple of miles. But it doesn't sound like placid water. It sounds like rushing, crashing water.
Yeah.
In the distance.
Oh wow. Okay. Do you think we might go and take a look, lads and ladies?
I think it's in front of us anyway, Rana. I think we'll come across it naturally. If I remember my geography, this will be one of the rivers that comes off the Underlock.
Aye.
I
would dearly like to see it.
Right. So as you continue along, eventually you can make another perception alertness check, please. Perception checks.
Perception check.
Nat 20. Hooray.
Nat 20.
21.
Wait.
19.
I got on the 10.
Right. Let me have a look at these rolls.
Terrible for Ranar.
Asta and Gildraeus and Tarn, I think. You all notice that there is another shrine ahead. This one, next to it, is a number of figures laying down. And this is on the edge of your dark vision.
Is it quite dark at this point, or is it still kind of like dim light?
There's no dim light. Like there's no light other than your dark vision is turning darkness into dim light.
I guess we're in caves, right?
Figures, you actually mean people, right? Or we discern them to be people, or we just
they look like people sleeping next to the shrine. Like about 4 or 5 of them.
Do you guys want to do a sneak past these, or do you want to engage?
Sneak past what?
What are we talking about here?
There's just in front of us. I can kind of make out the what seems to be a couple of people.
Friendly? I mean, you can just say, give them a yell.
Very foreign territory now, Liz.
Well, why don't we send old Gildraeus to have a wee scout about?
Aye. So Gil,
good luck, Gil. See you later, mate.
Pop up his hood, and then they'll sneak down.
So when you say good luck, Gil, see you later, mate. Oh, you don't have blessed, do you? So you wouldn't be doing that, and you wouldn't be casting guidance. So just out of game for a second, for our cleric friend here, Asta, your guidance spell is a cantrip, which means you can cast it any time, all day, all night, constantly.
Okay.
And all you have to do is touch somebody, right? So at any time you can find a reason to do it. I'm just saying you can do it.
Okay, so the idea, I would touch Gil on the back and wish him luck and give him guidance.
Right.
I'll do the same, but for resistance.
For resistance, okay.
Yeah.
I will
Resistance
open
only
my
lasts a
flagon.
minute though, so
I will open my flagon that is full of mead and take a sip while they, do their thing.
All right, very good, Gildraeus. You're going to make a stealth check.
all right.
Natural one as well.
Would you? Okay.
Wait, hang on a second. I've actually got a
Let the one lie.
Let the one speak.
Yeah, let the one speak.
The dice speak.
What happens, Russ?
Gildraeus,
Very well.
can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Yep. Flaccid 20.
Okay.
Oh.
You trip over a small stone, but you manage to not twist your ankle and go, ow! Quite loudly.
Buggeration.
But the odd thing is, the figures up ahead don't move.
Has Gildraeus moved far from us?
30
foot,
feet.
I think. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, never mind then. You're on your own, son.
All right.
And whereabouts are you guys? Are you guys all with your backs to the wall, up, further back, or are you standing?
Yeah,
in the middle of the road,
I'm watching Gildraeus.
You know
I'm
what?
assuming
He's making lots of noise, like banging around the place and stuff. I'll walk within 30 feet of him, so I'm about 30 feet behind him.
Right. So you're just pacing 30 feet behind him. Are you going to stealth at all, or are you not even going to bother?
Nah.
Okay. All right. So Gildraeus, you're going to continue moving.
Yeah, I'll draw my longbow and have an arrow knocked.
All right.
And continue to pace forward. Not stealthing, but slowly.
All right. As you get closer, you begin to realize that these figures they're laying there. They're dwarves. One of them is an old dwarven male, and he's laying there with his eyes wide open and his mouth open, and there's a crossbow bolt sticking out of his chest, and he's laying there. You realize the other figures are
ask him if he's
dead
okay.
I can heal him.
They're all dead.
How many are there in total?
Five of them.
5 dwarves. Oh, okay.
Yep.
How can I figure out how long they've been passed?
You can make a survival check.
Nat 20.
Oh, damn! You're getting all the good rolls.
I was going to say, back from the dead.
No longer than about 4 days.
Ah, okay. All right. So it's been a while, so I don't think we're in immediate danger.
There seems to be like flies buzzing around too.
Do I
Yeah.
Do I recognize any of the dwarves?
You don't recognize them, no.
All right. Any armor?
Actually, can I just double check one thing? Where's your hometown? Where are you from?
Gildraeus was probably a small town kind of guy, but he's been living in the wilderness for a long time, so
okay, so no,
he sparsely goes to town.
Okay,
yeah,
never mind. They're okay. Yep.
Not outlanders, then I guess I would assume that
they look like they're reasonably well dressed. Like they don't look like do you want to make an investigation check?
Sure thing. 6.
Okay. I guess you're too shocked at seeing them laying there like this dead to really notice too many details. Meanwhile, Torrin, you're approaching from behind, yeah?
Yeah, can I see the bodies already? And
yeah, you
kind
can
of,
see the bodies.
I've pretty much understood what's going on here.
Yeah, so you're going to make an investigation check too?
Okay. 6.
Okay. All right, they're dead.
They're dead. All right. I guess I'd walk up and just kind of check them out, see if I know who they are or where they're from, any information on them.
Okay. Well, given that the investigation check was so crap,
okay,
you will need to tell me really specifically what you do.
Okay. Specifically, I'm looking for any signs of Moradin, if they're paladins of Moradin, or if they're from where I'm from, which is
they have some civilian I guess, signs of symbols of the modern Saman, but they're not clerics or paladins. Like they're clearly not, and they don't look like they're not wearing armor.
Oh, okay. So they're definitely civilians.
Yeah. They look
Any
like
weapons amongst them?
One of them has a dagger.
That's it.
There's a staff.
There's a crossbow in his chest.
Yeah, there's a crossbow bolt. Or crossbow bolt, not a crossbow.
A crossbow in his chest, yeah.
But, yep.
This is very disturbing. Shall we head back and tell the others what we found?
You notice that the shrine, again, desecrated.
Definitely think we're wandering further and further into enemy territory here.
Boy, this definitely feels like no man's land. This is probably something. I usher the rest of the group forward so they don't have to stand back, and that everything's somewhat okay.
Right. But this is what we signed up for.
So everybody else kind of get you cluster up by the shrine, this desecrated shrine, 5 dead bodies. Do you want to make investigation checks, the rest of you?
Yes, I would also like to.
No.
Oh.
Okay, what do you want? What are you going to do?
Well, given that a lot of our rolls so far have been intelligence checks, I'm going to use. I'm going to cast the spell Enhance Ability.
Okay.
On myself and give myself Fox's Cunning, so I get advantage on intelligence checks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, yeah, I thought that was
so
a pretty
roll
cool
with
spell.
advantage then for your investigation check.
I would like to do that.
All right.
And well, felt a lot of good that did. 13.
13. Okay. Well, you notice that one of them is laying on top of a bag.
Oh. I'd like to move up to this bag
before
and
you go
have,
there,
have a look at it.
Just want to check what everybody else's investigations were.
Sure,
Asta
sure.
and Liv, you actually roll higher, so you will notice the bag at the same time. Maybe it's a case of Raina, you turn the body over, and Asta and Liv, you notice there's a bag there when you turn the body over.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3 of you are looking at this body lying on top of this bag. And Raina, you pull the bag out from underneath the body completely?
Yes, yeah, I do. Yep.
Liv and Asta, how much are you kind of involving yourself in this particular investigation?
Quite interested in the bag. I'm not... probably quite interested to see what happened to the body, so I'll probably be kind of like rummaging through them a little bit myself as well, maybe going through a pocket or two.
Okay. Right, well, you find some lockets, you find some coins. Oddly enough, they've still got money on them.
Nice.
Dwarven coins.
So that is interesting.
Yeah, but Raina, you're opening the bag, right? You find
I'm opening.
There's a book inside the bag. You find some ink.
I find
you find some ink. You find an ink, like a little inkwell thing. You find some quills, and you find a book, like a journal. And it's got a little lock on one side of it. Completely independently of that, and of course it has absolutely nothing to do with it. Asta, you find a key.
Right.
But,
right.
You guys are doing different things, so...
So I pull out this book, and is anyone near me at the moment?
I'm imagining
Liv
and Asta
Liv is near me,
yeah.
Also getting around.
So I pull out this book, and it's locked, did you say, yeah?
Yeah. Clearly there's a keyhole in it. Yeah, there's a lock, like a latch with a keyhole. It's quite thick, quite heavy.
Right. So I kind of like fiddle with it, and it's not really giving me anything. So I turn to Liv and I say, "Hey, look at this! Look what I found!" And I pass it over to her. Yeah.
All right. Big heavy leather bound.
So it's just a book. Can I read anything in it?
You can't open it because it's locked.
Right. Does it have anything on the cover at all?
Anything on the cover? Nothing on the cover. It's blank on the cover.
Do I see them do this exchange? Like at this point, can I see that there's a lock?
I think you should make a perception check.
Seven.
Why is it that you're not noticing? What is it that you're doing that you're not noticing?
I am. I've been fossicking around in the grass, which is how I found the key. So I'm kind of side onto them, so my head's down, looking in the grass, fossicking around.
Grass.
Stone, dirt. Sorry.
Right.
Moss, maybe.
Yeah. Their bodies, the clothes.
Bioluminescent mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's pretty barren actually. There's no mushrooms here.
Oh.
So I'm fossicking around basically the bodies, the area of the bodies, which is where I found this key.
Okay.
Hey, there's a book with a lock in it. What gives?
What did you say? There's a lock, Liv? I found a key. Maybe it'll fit.
All right.
Can we try opening it?
You find the key indeed unlocks the book, and you swing it open, and it's somebody's journal. Somebody's been making a journal. It's who's looking at it, and how far do you flick through it?
Oh, I'm definitely looking at it.
So but all three of us are huddled.
All right, so
don't you respect people's privacy?
Over the next
they
few
are
minutes,
coming.
Dead.
That man could have written his crushes in there.
Well, he's dead, so it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna start cleaning up the shrine while they're rummaging through the dead people's stuff.
All right, fair call. This is the journal of one Bayan Lodar, dwarven prospector, and it's a day-by-day account of their journey from Baranor Fane. On their way here, they're bringing a cartload of goods and things to sell at Uthdark Keep. But there's no cart. The cart seems to have vanished. And as you go through it, you get towards the end of this day-by-day kind of description, and it's all very mundane. Most of it's just mundane. We made camp at such and such. We took a day to do this. We came to a trading post. We sold some things at the trading post. We bought some mushrooms. We had such and such. Little Eberk is learning to read now. Little Gilad is being very naughty, and she ran off tonight. This kind of thing. And then finally, there's an entry where he says, "We are being chased by these insane dwarven kin we call the DERRO. They've been chasing us for weeks. We've survived 2 attacks from the DERRO. They have taken 2 of our kin prisoners, little Eberk and little Gilad Fogdar." That's the last entry.
I've heard of these. What are they called? Sorry.
DERRO.
I've heard a little bit about these. I hear that they can have magical powers. That some of them are born and they can be invisible.
Is that a fact?
It is. Well, it's much of a fact about that it can be when it's a rumor, but
Terrifying.
Well, shucks, that is terrifying.
It is.
I'd like to.
How do you attack something you can't see?
I'd like to. That puts me on edge immediately. This knowledge, Russell. So I'd like to cast my eye around like invisible people.
Right.
Yeah, all directions. See if I can
3
spot
invisible
something.
people. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I mean, using all my senses.
Right.
Say.
Make a perception check.
Yes, please. I'd like to make a perception check. Unfortunately, no, not unfortunately, actually. So 17.
17. All right. What you do notice is that there are marks in the dust and dirt on the road that suggest more than just a scuffle, but a full-on assault happened here. There's all kinds of footprints around this place. You're noticing hoof marks as well, and tracks from a cart. And then you notice there's a couple of pieces of wood on the floor as well, which looked like they might have splintered off something. And there's this dragging. Something has been dragged to the edge of the cliff.
I see. I'd like to move over to the edge of the cliff, and I imagine I can't see the bottom of the cliff because it's a chasm.
Right.
But I'm looking for things along the side of the cliff that maybe were left as something went over.
Right. Okay, so you look down over the edge, you cast your eyes down the side of the cliff, and with your 60-foot dark vision, you were able to just make out the wheel of a cart that seems to have caught on a rock on the way down.
Right. Okay. So I relay this information to the guys. I come back. I say, hey, there was a big thing that happened here. It wasn't just an ambush. It was like a full assault. And they turfed a whole cart, by the looks of it, over the cliff here.
Why would they get rid of it?
We need to be. We need to be on our guard.
Well, it sounds like they kidnapped children, and none of us are children, so...
Yes, but we're all adults and they killed adults.
The idea of kidnapping children would probably bring back some weird PTSD for me, because my backstory is that I was kidnapped as a child.
That's great.
And to
Let's
live
roll
in
with
a
that.
cave. So I might be like, I can't believe that people would kidnap children. It's terrible. Terrible. Can you imagine what they would be going through, not knowing where their parents are?
Giltrace, what are you doing?
I'd like to wander next to Raina and have a look at the drag marks towards the chasm.
Okay, so you follow the drag marks over. That's where Raynar is standing on the edge of the chasm looking down.
Yeah.
All right. And as you wander across there, oh dear. What's your armor class?
13.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a crossbow bolt. Slams into you. How many hit points do you have right now?
31.
31. Well, I rolled a critical.
Zoinks.
Russell.
Yeah, I know. One moment, please. Okay. 16 points of damage.
Wow.
And you can make well, you have advantage to a saving throw against poison.
Okay.
I have a question to that end, actually, Russell.
Hmm.
Not only do I have advantage against poison, but I also have resistance to poison as part of my dwarven resilience.
Oh, so you take half damage.
Is that all that does?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I
Just
think
wondering.
actually all of us should have that,
Yeah,
right?
all dwarves have dwarven resistance to poison.
Dwarven
okay.
resilience, yeah.
Right.
It says it.
Yeah.
It just says hill dwarf next to it, so I kind of thought it was a hill dwarf.
It might be a hill dwarf thing.
Are we all hill dwarves?
Yeah,
No, I'm
you're
a mountain.
dwarves.
I'm a
Oh,
hill dwarf.
Are you? Okay. In any case, you are going to take another 15 points of damage, but with your resilience, it's going to be half, I guess. So
7 or 8. Okay.
7.
Holy fuck.
How close is he to me?
You can make a perception check because this has all happened very quietly, unless he makes a noise.
Well, he's about to shout out, yeah.
Are we all doing?
A 9.
Like Gil screams out, "Get down!"
All right.
But you're not going to scream out, "I'm hit" and dying.
Apparently not. Apparently that's not what he's screaming out.
And I'm gonna frantically turn around and scan the distance for where these bolts are coming from. Where did it hit me?
In the throat.
I'm gurgling.
Wow.
Oh, go to the wall.
That explains why you didn't call out, I think. All right, Tauren, let's have initiative from everybody, please.
No initiative.
Do we know what direction it came from? Can we see, like?
At this point, no.
Okay.
So tell me when you all roll initiative, and I'm going to start calling them out. Tauren, what's your initiative?
4.
4, okay. Asta?
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Gildraeus?
19.
19. Raynar?
Also 19.
19. Liv?
What's your dex?
Probably rubbish. Hang on.
Liv, what's your initiative?
10.
10.
Yeah, 0.
1.
As a modifier.
All right. I have +4. Get initiative.
Edit.
I have +4.
Oh man, I just lost all my initiative because I had to edit the freaking thing. Okay,
That's
I have
right.
to start again.
You can call them out again.
Tauren, give me your initiative.
I'm 4.
For Asta, 13, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gildraeus,
19.
19. Raynar,
19.
19. Liv,
10.
10. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Okay, very good. At that point, whereabouts are you guys all standing in relation to each other right now? Let's go over to roll 20. Let's use this thing here as the altar.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm right at the
by the
altar.
chasm.
Okay, so
Yeah, me too. I'm
Probably
right
around
next to
there.
the chasm. Hold up.
I was there fixing the altar, so I was right there.
Yep.
I'll be right next to
Yep.
Gildraeus.
Makes sense.
I guess just Liv and I. Well, I guess I'm near Liv because we've been looking at.
Right. The
Yeah, we're still
dwarves
howling at
were
Joel now.
about here. Okay, cool. All right then. Alrighty.
Talking about weirdos who steal children.
Alright. Range spell attack. Alright, suddenly this bolt of lightning comes flying down the hill from above the shrine, and it's going to try and hit Tauren and Gildraeus in a straight line.
Phew.
Okay, so you guys both need to make saving throws. They're going to be dexterity saving throws.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, net 20.
Oh,
That's
damn.
11.
11. Okay, so you're going to take full damage, and he's going to take half damage. This is quite mean. Oh dear.
So,
Gil.
hello, Gil. You've already taken a critical hit today.
I was down to 3 HP before.
You're the most polarizing character this game.
Why is that?
You've been getting the most amount of natural 20s.
I've had like one of maybe two. I've had like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's it.
Okay, Tauren, 36 hit
I
points.
thought you had more than that.
Oh, I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're unconscious.
Right.
You're unconscious.
And Gildraeus, half of that. So 15 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm unconscious as well.
You're unconscious as well.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Woof.
Wow.
Boom, just like that. And then, the whatever it was, the figure that you briefly saw up on the hill, disappears again.
Did he not see the rest of us?
We don't know that.
You have heard of guerrilla tactics, I think.
Interesting.
Russell, can I have a did we see this figure?
You can make a perception check.
All of us that are alive?
Yep, all of you that are alive.
Perception.
14.
13.
Oh, stop with the shitty rolls, man.
Briefly, for a moment,
it's
you
not
think
too
you
bad.
saw
16.
it. Raynar, it's actually your turn.
All right, so
Because
at
is
least
having a dirt nap.
at the very least, I'd know which direction it's coming from, right?
Yeah, well, you see the lightning bolt come down from above the shrine.
Sure. Okay. I cast my eye around. Is there any cover at all
Not much.
that we can see?
Just the road. There's the shrine itself. Not really. Not a lot of cover.
Right.
You can climb down the cliff on the other side to the abyss if you like.
No, I'm thinking more for old Gil than for myself.
Right.
But that's all right. I'll leave Gil for now, and I'm going to. I did see where it was coming from. I'd like to throw an ice knife in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do so. Do it.
I will so. 15 to hit.
Okay. This is against an invisible target, so that's with disadvantage.
All right. Okay. Let's do that again. 8.
Okay. All right. You throw your ice knife. It lands. And explodes. Nothing happens.
It explodes.
Yeah. I assume it explodes, right? That's what ice knife does.
It does explode. It has a area of effect of 5 feet.
Right. Okay. All right. Asta, what are you doing?
So I am looking around and I see that, or can I see that now Torin and Converse are on the ground and unconscious?
Yep.
Okay, so I will do a prayer of healing. I will cast a prayer of healing.
All right.
For the two of them.
Prayer of healing. Let's just double check that. Because I have a feeling.
Oh no. Oh, they're too far away from me.
It's not that. It's something else. Prayer of healing, spells.
Is that the casting time again?
Yeah,
10 minutes.
Prayer of healing, casting time, 10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Damn.
So,
It's like a mini.
Well, you need to know what things on the side mean.
Ritual.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's something you cast after a fight.
Yeah.
All right. So choose again.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for that. Okay. Who is the worst out of the two? Wait, can I tell who's the worst out of the two?
They're both unconscious, so you can't.
Who is the closest to me?
They're about the same distance. They're next to each other.
Are they next to each other?
No, I
No,
think.
wait.
No,
I'm
I'm on.
actually, no.
I'm behind her.
You must be beside me, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the closest. Definitely Torin is the closest.
Okay. So I am going to use Cure Wounds because I have to touch Torin to be able to do this.
Okay.
So he's in touching distance.
All right. Yep. Cure wounds. Roll your cure wounds. That will instantly, even if you roll a 1, it will bring him back to consciousness, though.
I got 6.
Okay, well that's not bad. So 6 hit points. You've got 6 hit points, Torin, and you're conscious. You're going to use 15 feet of your 30 feet movement to get back to your feet. Actually, it's not 30 feet because you're a dwarf. 25 feet. So half of that. What's that? 12 and a half feet. Okay.
And then for bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use Healing Word on Gildreus.
Okay. Healing Word on Gildreus.
9.
What's the range on Healing Word?
60 feet.
60 feet.
I think it's like 30 feet or something, isn't it? It's quite.
No, it's 60.
60 feet.
All right.
Oh, 60. Yeah.
All right.
How much is that for?
Roll your Healing Word on Gildreus.
My Healing Word was 9.
Okay. Hey.
I mean, it's better than being unconscious, guys.
It is definitely.
Very true.
Gildreus.
And
You are conscious again.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything else you got up your sleeve there, Asta? While you're saving the world?
no, probably just opening myself up for someone to hit me with something, but I'm good.
Them's the brakes.
Them's the brakes. Right, so from up on the hill comes another crossbow bolt towards you, Gildreus.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What's your armor class?
They
13.
really don't like poor Gil, do they?
No.
Maybe they know him.
Oh, man.
Actually, he's just like one on one knee.
9
One hand on the-
damage, Gildreus.
Oh, that's unconscious again.
All right. You're back down again.
Oh, like a pincushion.
Right. DERRO, what am I saying? Okay. At that point, another crossbow bolt comes flying down from the hill. And at this point, you guys have literally seen at least one DERRO come out from behind a rock up on the hill now. You're starting to get a picture of where they are. The second one comes out, fires a crossbow bolt, and misses everything, and it just goes sailing off over the cliff. Another DERRO also misses. Yet another one misses. Oh, but Liv, what's your armor class?
12.
12. Take 8 points of damage, please, Liv. Piercing damage.
Yeah, so.
But it is your turn, Liv.
How far away is that rock?
60 feet.
60 feet. I cast Cloud of Daggers
Wow.
onto the rock area that they're behind.
Cloud of daggers.
All right. What does it do?
It does 4d4 slashing damage.
44 slashing damage. Is there a saving throw or a to-hit roll?
It's an area of effect.
Yeah, it's area of effect, so it's any creature does 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area or starts its turn there.
Wow, okay. Roll your 44 slashing damage. Okay, so there's at least 3 of them in that space.
So 14.
14. All right.
And then I cast Healing Word. Wait, who's got the lowest HP right now? Is it? Oh no, he's dead. Yeah, okay. I cast Healing Word on the Gil.
Your daggers murder 3 of these DERRO.
Nice.
Wow.
All right.
And then I heal Gil for 5
All right.
Hey.
HP. Yay, back up.
Do I just want to point out that the girls are carrying us hard through this? Like,
Yeah, big time. Big time. And long may that continue, frankly.
yeah.
You just came for the beer.
Yeah.
The beer and the mushrooms.
Beer and the mushrooms.
Right. Okay. Torren, you're up, right?
Oh, okay.
How many hit points do you have?
Oh, 6 hit points.
Right. What are you gonna
Okay.
do?
Can I? Is Lay on Hands an action or is it its own thing?
It is
like,
an
does
action.
it use my action?
It
okay.
uses an action, yeah.
So this shrine that I'm standing at, like you said the word altar, does that mean there's a table at this?
There was a table. It's broken.
Oh, there's no form of cover whatsoever, like that I can.
Yeah, you could take cover behind the broken remains of the shrine. Yeah, I'll say that you could take half cover.
Okay.
It'll give you +2 armor class.
All right, so I'll move to cover and I'll lay on hands myself.
Okay, so how many points are you going to use? 15.
Full
okay.
up.
Full up. Cool. Go for your life. That's your turn. All right.
And do I bonus action as well?
You want a bonus action? What are you going to do?
What have I got? And I will do Shield of Faith on Gil.
All right. Shield of Faith on Gil. All right, Gil.
Tank it, boy.
You will not pass. You will not pass, Gil.
Oh, by the way, Gil, I probably didn't mention this. You probably should make a saving throw against poison. You still have advantage, but you know.
So is it flat?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Wait. Okay, hang on. So Constitution. 3. 6.
6. Okay, that is a fail. All right. So it's going to be half of this anyway because you're a fucking dwarf. So 11. So you're taking 5 points of damage from poison.
Not too serious.
Yeah.
You back down again.
What attacked me?
That was the poison that was in the crossbow bolt.
The lingering poison. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how lingering poison crossbow works? Are you finally schooling me after I asked last week?
Right. Schooling you. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. Here we go. All right. Torren, Liv, and Asta. Dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh boy.
Here it comes. 9.
Oh.
Liv, 23. Wow, nice. 6. Okay, so Asta, you're taking this in the face. You see this freaky-looking dwarf appear out of the darkness in front of you. With his hands going like this in front of him. He's bristling with beard and facial hair, and he's got this insane look in his face and this odd, crooked headpiece. And he blasts fire at you out of his hands. It pours past the other 2 members of the party who managed to jump out of the way, but it hits you, Liv, full on.
What?
And, huh?
Oh, didn't I roll 23?
Yeah, it doesn't hit you. Sorry, Liv, not Liv.
Oh,
so Asta. Sorry.
It's me.
I've got my names confused. Not you, Liv. You totally avoid this. Oh, I lie. You take half as much damage. Half damage. So those of you that pass your saves, half damage. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 points of damage. It's not a lot. Yeah. Never mind. Okay, so 4 points of damage, fire damage, for those that saved, and 9 points of damage to Asta directly, who did not save. Gildraeus, it's your turn.
Hey, I'm getting a bit sick of these D&D Beyond rolls. You mind if I roll my own?
Yeah, go for your life.
Okay, all right.
Are you conscious this time around, Gildraeus?
No, I'm doing.
You're doing a death save.
Yeah, I'm doing death saves.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
All right.
That doesn't look good, does it?
That doesn't look good at all.
Okay, so first death save has been a fail, I assume.
Or was that a natural one?
What did you roll? Was it a natural one?
Can you see that? Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it? Can you see the dice yet?
We can see this.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
no.
a 1. That's a natural 1.
Was it a natural one? I couldn't actually.
That's the natural 1.
That's a natural one.
Okay, Gildrace. Yeah, you're dead.
That's 3 failures.
See you later, mate.
Oh, we can't do anything.
The poison gets to your heart, Gildrace, and your heart stops. And the last
R.I.P. in
thing you
peace.
see is the fire pouring out over your friends as you pass into the Shadowfell.
Into the Shadowfell. Been a bad boy.
Rayna, it is your turn.
All right. So Rayna is he's just seen Gildrace like choke a little bit or something like that, and he's mortally afeared for his friend.
All the veins in his face are popping out, and his eyes are wandering around, and he's choking, and then he just can't breathe. There's foam coming out of his mouth.
Yep. So he's mortally feared. Does Rayna see any of the folks?
Yep.
Around?
Yep.
Are there any that are clustered?
Yeah, there's another 3 of them up on the hill, popping out from behind a rock, firing crossbow bolts.
Cool. So I'm gonna chuck an ice knife at him.
All right.
And that'll be my second spell slot for that.
All right.
So I'll chuck an ice knife at the middle one, say.
All right. So they're all making saving throws?
Well, that's a natural 1, so I don't think they have to, actually.
Well,
is that a 1 or a 7?
12. You rolled a 12 according to D&D Beyond.
So it was
sometimes
a
if they
7
get on the
plus
corner,
5.
they really act up.
Don't
No,
bother
no,
looking
it
at what
was
the animation is. The animation is just there to look pretty.
They suck.
That's
All right, so that's a 12 then. That's a 12.
All right, 12. Okay. Which is a miss anyway.
But it still explodes.
Do you want to use your blessings or anything?
Yes, actually, I haven't used my blessing yet, so I will use my blessing and add a 1d4.
Yep. Well, that will automatically hit, to be honest. You only needed a 13 to hit.
I'm doing it anyway.
Okay. All right.
All right, cool. So
roll your damage.
It also explodes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you hit one of them for actual damage, first of all, though.
Yep. And the actual damage is 1d10. So that's fucking 1.
Oh, dude.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm never using digital dice again, Russell. I'm not doing it. This is terrible. All right,
I find that they do eventually pay off. It always comes around eventually.
That the Gildrace.
You get the same problem with real dice. It's always...
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not sure about
this.
that.
Being a good example.
I think that there's. All right, so 1 damage to the middle guy.
Right.
And
saving throws for the others?
Yes, I believe so. Hang on. Hit or miss. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes, and the target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw.
Right, dex.
And my dex saving die, my DC is. Where's my spell save DC? 13.
Right, one of them got a 20 and saves. One of them gets a natural 1 and walks right into it, and I'll let you give him double damage for that.
Excellent.
And one of them gets a 16.
That saves. That saves, yeah. So the one that doesn't takes 2d6 cold damage. If you want to double that, that would be nice. Thank you. Do you want me to roll it?
You roll it, yep.
Oh, I'll roll it. Okay, cool.
And roll twice the number of dice. Don't roll 2 dice and then double the damage. Roll double the dice.
Sorry, that didn't make much sense.
So
roll 1 dice.
Instead of rolling, what is the actual dice you're supposed to roll?
2d6.
2d6. So you're rolling 4d6.
Okay, right. Yep. Right. D6. Oh, I can't left click that one. All right. Oh, yes, I can. Cool. There we go. Surely he's got to die.
17, yeah, you waste him.
All right, cool. Good.
All right,
Bastard.
so another DERRO is dead, splattered, full of ice shards. Excellent. All right, Asta, 'tis your turn.
How many of the DERRO can I see at this point?
All right, so now you can see the Savant DERRO, who is the one with the magical powers, who's just cast flaming hands in your face. And you see one more up on the hill behind him, separated by about 30 feet.
Okay. So my shield of faith, that gives me extra protection, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I will cast my Toll of the Dead I will cast Shield of Faith on me because it's a bonus action, and I will cast Toll of the Dead at the
Savant.
one flaming Savant.
Wizard one, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Toll the Dead at him. He's making was it a wisdom saving throw?
Let me just confirm. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
All right. Well, he rolls a 3, so that's a fail. All right, so roll your damage dice for your Toll the Dead.
It's a 1.
Ah! Okay. 1 point of damage. Very good. At that point, the Savant disengages and begins to move away. In fact, the DERRO that's up the hill does that, not the Savant. And it is Liv's turn.
So is it the only one we can see is the one that disengaged?
There are 2 that you can see. The Savant, we'll call him a wizard. He's not a wizard, but that's good enough. And the one DERRO that is remaining on the side of the hill with the crossbow.
The one up the hill hasn't disengaged. He still looks like he's about to fire at us.
Yeah, he doesn't need to disengage. He's 30 feet away.
Oh, but he's still like...
Yeah, he's still firing. Yeah, he's
Okay.
He's covering his boss.
60 feet as well. I will cast Vicious Mockery at the one up at the
one up the hill?
the top of the hill. Yep.
All right. That's a saving throw for him, right?
Yep.
Is it a wisdom save?
Yes, 11.
All right.
Your father smells of elderberries.
Wisdom save. Well, he gets -3 to that, so he totally fails. All right. So how much damage do you do to him with your Vicious Mockery psychic damage?
Oh, does he fail?
Yeah. He rolled a 3.
A 4.
A 4. Okay, so he takes 4 points of psychic damage. Excellent. All right, and he fires a crossbow at you because you're so mean to him.
Can he understand what I'm saying?
You're not sure, but he rolled a natural 20, so he does a critical hit.
Nice.
You take 14 points of piercing damage.
I am ditto.
You're unconscious?
Yep.
Oof. You hear the wizard DERRO cackling.
Bastard.
And then he casts invisibility and he vanishes.
Almost done.
At which point, combat is basically over because the other one's running. Most of you guys are either on the floor or you're catching your wits. So the last DERRO remains. Anybody who wants to take a shot at him can as he runs off.
I'm going to run over to Gildreas.
How far away is he?
60 feet. Moving
I cast
towards.
command on him and tell him to approach.
Okay. Is that a wisdom save?
Yep. 12.
12 wisdom save. He fails. He stops what he's doing. He stops running and he turns and he starts walking back to you, and he's kind of staggering because he doesn't want to, and he's walking in the direction. He's walking.
Sounds remarkably like a goblin.
That's racist. He's staggering down the hill with his crossbow, and he's trying to raise it to shoot at you. What do you do, oh paladin?
Oh man, I've actually been thinking about this one. Like we're pretty stuffed at the moment. Like I'm still behind the thing, so I've got a little bit of cover. I've got a little bit of health at the moment, but that wizard's gonna like stuff us up as soon as he comes out of like stealth or whatever it is, right? I can heal, but I can only heal at touch range, which means how far away is Liv from me?
Liv is not that far from you, actually. 10 feet.
You wouldn't have to disengage either.
You don't have to disengage, so you can easily move to Liv.
Oh, it's an action though. I mean, I've just used my.
Oh, the action to use the spell. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I don't really have much that I can do here, to be honest with you. The best I can do is like bring this guy closer so we can kill him before he runs away. But then the guy's going to come back. I make sure I'm within 5 feet of Liv and Asta, so I move as close as possible to them and kind of cheer them on a little bit, and then hide behind my shield as much as possible.
All right. I mean, you can use your shield to protect them too with your reaction.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Right.
I'm guarding them as much as possible, and hopefully we can get through this.
All right. This creature fires a crossbow bolt at you, Torrin. What's your armor class? It's like 20, isn't it?
At the moment, it's 22.
22. Okay, it just bounces off your shield. All right, and he gets up in front of you. So at that point, whose turn is it? Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, guys, I don't really have much range here.
Reynar's turn.
It's Reynar's.
Yeah.
All right. So this weird dwarf man is he's currently commanded to be walking towards Torrin.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still walking towards Torrin?
He's about halfway, yeah.
Against his will?
Yep, but he's managed to fire a crossbow bolt while he's doing it.
All right. Well, I'd like to approach him, take out my rope, and I imagine I'll have to make some sort of a grapple check to try and bind his hands or his legs together.
Okay. Well, are you going for his hands or his legs?
Go for his hands.
With rope, yeah?
With rope, yeah. With the rope that I've got.
Okay, so make a grapple check.
Grapple. Ooh. What is grapple? Is that just strength? Straight strength?
Yep, strength.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a proficiency bonus.
No, I don't really have one. But... Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
are you fucking kidding me? I've had like 7 natural ones this turn. This time.
Was that a natural one?
That was a natural one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You fail to grapple him, but you can try again in the next round because he's moving quite slowly. In any case, it's Asta's turn.
Okay. Can I touch Liv from where I am?
Yes. I believe you can.
Oh.
She's just right next to you.
Sorry, my headphones just went and I heard nothing.
She's just next to you.
I heard nothing either.
You're very quiet, Russell.
Yeah.
She is right next to you. Check.
She is right next to me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay, so I will... Actually... No, I will... use my bonus healing word on Liv, which is my level 2 spell.
Okay.
Not my level 1 version of it.
Yep. So it's
So-
more healing.
That's 13 points.
All
I
right,
think
Wow.
now not unconscious, Liv.
So Liv is conscious and with 13 hit points. All right. Do you have any other actions that you want to take on that turn, Asta?
Yep. So with the unholy pretend dwarf that Thorin has on under his command,
Yep.
I hit him with Toll of the Dead.
Toll the Dead? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he is trying to make a wisdom saving throw. He fails. So do your damage. Oh, my
One
goodness.
natural one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. Okay, you do a point of damage to him, and he kind of you hear the bell ring, and he visibly is shaken by it, and it's obviously affected him, and it's done damage to him, but his ears start bleeding. All right, Liv, it's your turn.
So I will cast Vicious Mockery on this guy that's next to
Alright.
us.
Okay, so it's a wisdom save for him, right?
Yep.
Alright, he fails.
Oh wow. And 1 damage.
This is like death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's taken 1 point of damage 3 times now.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm ordering dice at this point in time. So we're all going to normal real dice now. Is that how that's going to be?
Alright, Taran, it is actually your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Unless Liv has a bonus action or anything else she wants to use. She seems distracted,
No.
so I guess not.
Live.
No? Oh,
No.
you're talking to
Yeah.
me. Sorry. Yeah.
Do you have any bonus actions or anything you want to do?
I can. Oh, I can healing word myself. Wait, unless anyone else got less than 13 HP.
No, I'm good.
Nah.
Okay, and I will healing word myself and get 2 HP back.
Alright, good work.
Yay.
Okay, Taran.
Okay, well, doesn't Rena go before me, or am I losing count here?
No, Reyna
Oh.
went quite a long time before you.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Russell.
Nah, it is Torrent to go then, Rena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How far away is this guy from me now? Is he within
10 feet.
10 feet? Nice. Okay, I walk up to him. I smack him in the face with my warhammer.
All right, roll to hit.
All right, so I assume I'm gonna hit. Oh,
5 to hit. Damn. I'm just going to check something here, Taran, because he's under command, right? Let's see. Does it say anything about the... No. Okay. All right. No, unfortunately, he dodges out of the way, even though he's walking towards you. He ducks out from underneath your hammer. Oof! Spins over past his head. He's reloading his crossbow.
he's reloading his crossbow. Okay.
Yeah. At this point, and it is now Reynar's turn.
All right. So I'm looking at this weird little mountain man, like this freak of the Appalachians. And I'm wondering if he's got any metal on him. Can I see any metal on his crossbow or on his any on his armors, whatever it is he's wearing, clasps, whatever.
Well,
Metal.
Let's have a quick look at that.
Metal.
He's got some
metal.
buckles on. There's some spikes sticking out of his armor. He's got a nose ring. through his nose.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep. He's the crossbow itself has some metal components, as well as a metal tip on the arrow, the bolt.
Okay, specifically looking for bits of metal that are touching his skin.
Right.
So I'm going to go for the nose ring, I think. Yeah. Right. So I'll go for the nose ring, and I'm going to cast a heat metal.
All right.
On this fellow. It costs 1 action, lasts for up to a minute.
And
close red hot, physical contact, 2d8 fire damage until the spell ends. And I can use that again as a bonus action.
Right, and is there any save?
I cast heat metal, and he takes 1d8 damage.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
1d8.
So,
2d8.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can now, but sometimes it seems you're talking and it's not.
Okay.
You know, we don't hear you.
Does he get a saving throw?
I don't think there's a saving throw, but
okay,
let me
double check.
If a creature is holding wearing. Oh no, it does. The creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. So no, there's no saving throw for the actual damage.
He could feasibly tear it out of his face.
He could,
so that it stops happening. Okay,
but that's only only if he fails a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
so I'll do my 2d8 anyway.
2d8, yep.
So is that 12 damage? And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
He fails his Constitution saving throw.
All right, which I mean, you play that out.
All right, so failing the Constitution.
It does say if he can.
Yeah, he still fails it. Even if he could, he failed it. How much damage did you do?
12.
Okay, well, literally his face bursts on fire, and the ring heats up to a glowing point where it just burns through his mouth, and he starts screaming, and he starts going for it. His face catches on fire, his hair catches on fire, and he just starts running. It breaks your spell, your command.
Yep.
So, and he just runs for the edge of the cliff, and he dives off.
Wow.
And you see this flaming creature tumbling and screaming out of sight, and eventually disappears into the chasm below. You hear him bounce off some rocks on the way down.
Good.
Everything goes quiet.
Yep. All right.
And we shall end our game tonight there, I think.
I got to go, guys. So I will see you in chat.
Yes, we'll talk in chat.
It was great. It was a great session.
That was very combat heavy.
Well, it wouldn't have been as combat heavy if you had decided not to attack the spiders.
Yes, that is true.
You know, you literally
I put that on old Gil.
Yeah.
Old Gil. He got his comeuppance in the end.
So, you know, lesson 1, don't go asking for it.
So what happens when you die? That's what I want. Can we bring him back?
That's the eternal question, isn't it?
Well, here is the thing, isn't it? Perhaps, James, it's time for you to fess up.
That was a bit of a scripted death. So
okay.
Yeah. So we probably won't be joining you from here on in, because we really can only do one session a week, because it's pretty roleplay intensive doing two. So we really wanted to get you guys off the ground running and set up with Russell. Not sure about Phil, how long he'll be sticking around, but maybe we've given you some good character agency now to take the story and run.
Right.
No worries. Thank you so much. We had lots of fun.
That was a fucking incredibly hard death to put on as well. Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I guess
I'm trying desperately to kill him, and you guys are all fucking saving him and healing him.
Well, it's like,
oh my god.
Realistically, probably our characters wouldn't just be like, "Oh, okay, he's down, bye."
To be fair, in the end, we did it by the book, and you actually, I mean, I did make a point of targeting your character. To be fair,
Yeah.
I was thinking, what did Gil do? Like, Jesus, it was horrible.
He has some enemies in the Underdark. He's an old hat at that. They probably recognized him, and one of them did specifically for that reason.
Yeah. You killed my spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Liv will probably then turn back, maybe realizing that people's lives are not worth playing the gong for.
Give it the gong
After
forever.
she put us down the drought, like I'm sure we'll have lots of conversations.
So, Liv, you have. I'm imagining there's a conversation at this point where you decide you're heading back. And
We'll make Maria put something heartfelt in the roleplay chat.
There you go. That sounds reasonable.
Nice.
But anyway, guys, it's been
Good.
lovely playing with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.